the dunk that goes up. We love you, Fish.
Chad, am I muted?
Did you really just ask that out loud?
No. I didn't. Wait. Did you just say anthem? Okay, I don't have a read it around the script. What's the group name?
The Worcester Minute.
Good talk, okay.
Are you on mute?
No, Alina, what is the group name? Ronnie's not here. It is me on PA today. Yep, I have the read and the script right in front of me. And the script did not say anything with a national anthem. That's on the script, yeah. Do we have a read for the anthem too? I have a read for the first pitch. That's fine, but the anthem I didn't have a read for. Wonderful. Thank you.
Through and roll out into right field. Green light ahead for Sturm. He'll come around and score. 2 out RBI base hit for Gabriel Rivera's first hit as a Unicorn. It's an RBI single into right. And the Unicorns have an early 1-0 lead. 1-1. Fly ball, that's hit pretty well out to the right center field gap. It is going to dunk off the wall. Rounding third, coming home to score is Ancaleri. It's a rigging RBI double for CJ Nolan. He tattooed it out to the right center field gap. And Norwich off and running. They lead 2-0. Provide some length for Worcester. This is a fly ball crushed out to left field. You can forget about it. Ian Moser clears the deck in left field. A leadoff blast for Norwich. And they have a 3-0 lead. This one a solo shot deep out to left field, and Norwich extends their lead. On the first base side of the rubber, dealing home is Tully. There's a fly ball lifted out to right center field. This is going to mean trouble. It is going to one-hop off the wall. Sweeney has an extra bases, and coming around and scoring is Rivera. And the two Rutgers kids team up and make it 5-0. Jack Sweeney crushes it out to the right center field wall. It one hops off the wall. And Sweeney has an RBI double, still nobody out. Novak back into the batter's box, and now he lifts a high fly ball. This is moving back. It is deep. It's out by the wall. Looking up, it's gone. Jaden Novak clears the deck for the first time this summer. Welcome to the Rose City. His first big fly as a unicorn. He makes it 6-3. The Bravehearts down to their final strike tonight. Peterson from the belt. It is swung on and missed for strike 3. Norwich defeats Worcester tonight on the road, and they win it by a final score of 6-3. Marshall strikes out, and the Unicorns back into the win column. They're 2-1 now on the summer as we approach the home opener. Norwich Unicorn Baseball is on the air from Fitton Field in Worcester, Massachusetts. Norwich Unicorns trying to get themselves back on track. Good evening, everybody. I'm Adam Plager, excited to bring you coverage of Norwich Unicorns Baseball as the Unicorns will meet with the top-seeded Worcester Bravehearts. It was a disappointing night last night at Dodd Stadium for Norwich against the Vermont Lake Monsters, falling to Matt Fincher's group. Final score last night, 12-6 at Dodd Stadium. Tonight, Norwich looking to bounce back on the road against the Worcester Bravehearts. Worcester right now tied for the top seed in the Futures League standings with the Lake Monsters, each owners of a 15-8 record. It's been a difficult stretch for Norwich over their last 10 contests, owning just a record of 3-7 over that stretch and just 1-4 over their last 5. Last night, it was the Lake Monsters night at Dodd Stadium. They took advantage of early command trouble from Unicorn starter Matt Pierce, who issued 4 walks in the first inning. Pierce lasted just an inning and a third. He surrendered 5 earned runs. Vermont scored in each of the first 3 frames, and they built themselves a commanding 6-0 lead. Lake Monster starter Eli Fleming limited the Norwich offense to just 1 hit. Over his 5 innings of work, he also struck out 3. Fleming was also named the Futures League Pitcher of the Night for his hard work at Dodd Stadium last night. Norwich came to life, however, in the 8th, erupting for 5 runs to cut the deficit to 12-6. Unfortunately, that would be the closest Norwich would come in the ball game. There was also a turning point in that contest. It came in the bottom of the 8th inning when Gabriel Rivera's fly ball into right field, which was in fact booted by the Vermont defense. It was called for the infield fly roll, and as a result, that was the second out of the inning. A run did cross on the play, but instead the bases would not be loaded. 2 outs in the inning. Norwich had runners at second and third. Anthony Tirado came through with an RBI base hit. Those would be the final runs that would cross the plate for the Norwich Unicorns. Norwich was also aided in the inning by 4 walks from the Vermont bullpen. Speaking on what transpired on the 8th inning last night, here's what the Unicorns' second baseman, Charlie Walsh, had to say about all of that, all the theatrics there in the 8th inning, and how it might be able to help fuel the group here tonight in Worcester. Here's what the Norwich second baseman had to say.
Yeah, 100%. You know, I think we got a good group of guys here, and you know, something like Gitch getting the boys going really just, you know, it's going to do wonders for us. I wouldn't be surprised if you see us go on a little run here.
Norwich certainly could use a little bit of a run right now, just 3-7 over their last 10 ball games. They're 1-4 through their last 5 contests. Norwich trying to get back on the right side of the win column here tonight. Norwich is now in 5th place in the Futures League standings. They're a game behind 4th place New Britain. Norwich currently owners of a record of 9-13 so far through the season. How about over the last 5 games for Norwich? Well, they've also been the cardiac corns during this recent stretch. Norwich, in the 7th inning or later, they have scored 17 runs compared to just 11 runs through the first 6 innings. And if you include the 6th inning as well, in the 6th inning or later, Norwich over the last 5 games has scored 22 runs during that span compared to just 6 runs in the first 5 innings of the contest. That was once again the story last night against the Vermont Lake Monsters. Norwich putting up all their runs in the 7th inning or later. Last time the Unicorns and the Worcester Bravehearts met last Friday night on Military Appreciation Night, Norwich battled back in the bottom of the 7th with their backs against the wall. Norwich erupted for 5 runs in the bottom of the 7th. Unfortunately, it would not be enough. Here's what the Unicorn second baseman Charlie Walsh had to say about the Cardiac Corns right now in the late innings.
Fans, one more time for Maribel Cruz. All right, 2 minutes before Anthony. Perfect.
I'm excited, to say the least. I think Worcester's got a good club over there, but they don't know much about the Cardiac Corns. So I think we're going to show up and handle business tonight.
Norwich certainly looking to handle some business here tonight against the Worcester Bravehearts. Norwich has had some success against Worcester this summer, albeit there was only one contest here at Fenton Field that Norwich would win the ball game 6-3. In that ball game. We'll take our first time out on the Norwich Unicorns pregame show, as always, presented by SCR Structures and Sheds. On the other side, we'll hear from tonight's starting catcher, Jaden Novak. More to come when we return.
The perfect shed? Come to SCR Structures and Sheds in North Franklin. Whether you're buying or renting to own, we've got you covered with 90 days, same as cash, and guaranteed price matching on any competitor's advertised shed of the same quality. That's scr-structures.com. That's SCR Structures and Sheds, built right, priced right here in North Franklin. scr-structures.com.
Welcome back to the Norwich Unicorns pregame show presented by SCR Structures and Sheds. Prior to tonight's contest, we spoke with the catcher, Jaden Novak. He spoke with us on his opportunity to play with Norwich here this summer and also his recent commitment to LaSalle. For more on that, here's my conversation with the Unicorns catcher, Jaden Novak. Join along Norwich Unicorns catcher, Mr. Yeti himself, Jaden Novak. First of all, how are we doing? Mr. Yeti, I mean, where did that come from? Is there a fun background story to that?
Honestly, a lot of AI going around these days, a lot of TikToks being watched. It's just something that we've all seen on our phones and kind of started joking around about it, and now it's kind of like a big thing in the locker room, which is pretty good, I guess.
Well, if you come in a panda suit to the ballpark, I will call a game as the Yeti. If you do that, if you hit for the cycle, I will wear a panda suit. Would you be interested in that deal?
How about a Dodd home run?
Dodd home run. I will wear the Yeti suit. I think that would be awesome. That might be the greatest thing we've seen in summer ball.
Yeah, that's awesome. I got these American flag suspenders. I could definitely bust out for BP or something too. So I'm down for it.
All right. So if you hit one out here at Dodd Stadium, you'll see me in the Yeti suit. Let's talk about being a catcher. I know that's a huge role on the baseball field, handling the pitching staff. What goes into it, especially in summer baseball? Pitchers come and go. It's a large pitching staff. I think a little bit different than maybe at college ball. What might that preparation look like for you?
No, yeah, it's definitely a lot different because you're meeting new guys. Some guys are coming for 2 starts, so you're trying to get to know them as much as you can, try and learn their sequencing, what they like to throw, and what kind of situations, and kind of just trying to get to know them as best as you can as quickly as possible and using all their stuff to the best of their ability.
Second summer for you in the Futures League. How much fun is it for you to come back for your second summer in the league, and does that help your comfortability coming back for another year?
I mean, yeah, it's a bunch of fun here. Like, all the guys are great. Like, love meeting new people and finding new teammates, new friends, and yeah, it's a bunch of fun, especially when you can get into a groove and just play baseball and not have to worry about anything.
You recently just transferred to LaSalle. How excited are you for that opportunity when you go back to school in the fall?
Oh yeah, I'm really excited. New beginning, new coaches, so I'm very excited for that and all for that to come.
I know you're a big style guy too at the ballpark. You do wear the high socks here on the field. Is there something that goes into wearing the high socks that maybe fits your vibe a little bit?
I've just been a high sock guy forever. I just think it's more comfortable, but I'll bust out with long pants every once in a while. But yeah, like I love rocking the high socks. Just makes me feel different, feel normal.
Let's talk about the group right now. A tough stretch here, but another tough team. I feel like you guys really like to rise to the moment, seeing some of the top end teams right now in the league.
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be some bumpy parts in the road, but we just got to come together and play ball how we play, and everything will fall into place. I mean, we're not really panicking. Like, long season, so we're only a little bit in, and we got a long way to go.
Is there a challenge too with 6 games a week? I know that is the beauty of baseball. You get to show up, you get to play baseball every single day of the week. I know it's certainly exciting, but maybe some of the challenges that come with that compared to the college season.
Well, some guys are a little banged up, but I think it's pretty good, especially you get into hot streaks and you can stay hot going every day and feel the same and not have a couple days off where you're out of the game setting. You get to stay kind of immersed in that and keep a streak going when you need it.
I know a big moment for you is that walk-off hit against the New Britain Bees. Do you think that kind of helps start to get you going a little bit and maybe help that transition starting in summer with the new team?
Yeah, definitely. With starting a little slow, I was hitting the ball hard, but just right at people. Now I'm starting to find some holes and get into a little groove, so that feels good, and basically just going back to my old self.
All right, another guy right next to you, Charlie Walsh. He had a hard-hitting question for you. Let's see what he's got.
Speaking of hot and cold streaks, I was just wondering, when you go to Jersey Mike's, are you a hot or a cold sub guy, and would you let Mike have his way with it?
Honestly, you're catching me on a cold sub. I don't really get any of the hot subs, but I mean, Mike's gonna have his way for sure.
That's all I needed to know.
Great work there, Charlie Walsh, stepping in there. Celebrity question right there for you. Mr. Yeti right there, Jaden Novak, as always. Thanks for doing this, and best of luck tonight.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Great chatting right there with Mr. Yeti himself, Jaden Novak. Norwich trying to get themselves back into the win column here tonight. Tough test for them. It's the Worcester Bravehearts on the other side. Norwich on the road here as they wrapped up their 6-game homestand last night. Norwich will be greeted by Evan Cornelius of the Worcester Bravehearts, and Norwich will send to the mound here tonight the Yale Bulldog, DJ Peterson. He has been lights out for Norwich over his last 6 innings. He's not allowed an earned run, just 5 hits. He struck out 11. He's walked just a batter. He has played against Worcester this season. Right here at Finn Field, he went 2 scoreless innings. He collected the save in that ball game. Here's what Charlie Walsh had to say about the importance of starting pitching.
100%. I think our staff's done a great job as of late. Guys like Grady, Wooten, Peaches has been good. I think that we got some good pitching, and I think we just need to back them up some games.
DJ Peterson on the mound for Norwich tonight. We are just about set for some Wednesday night baseball officially underway, 6:34 p.m. local time. Bryce Detweiler swings through strike 1 on another hot summer night. Yesterday, the heat index over 100 degrees from Dodd Stadium. This is punched through into right field. Leadoff base hit, Bryce Detweiler. He stays hot at the plate. Hits now in 3 of his last 2 ball games. He was rolling last game against the New Britain Bees. Single double for him. He starts Norwich out with a leadoff base hit. This will bring up the second baseman, Charlie Walsh. Walsh on a mini 2-game hitting streak for Norwich. Evan Cornelius out of Rollins, the righty to the plate. He deals in the fastball. It's on the inside corner, strike 1. Cornelius so far this summer for Worcester has pitched to an ERA. It's at 3. He's making his 4th start of the summer. He's worked 12 innings. He's struck out 5. He's walked 6. Leadoff man on. That's Bryce Detweiler on the base hit into right field. The 0-1 delivery up and away, and the count is even. 1 ball, 1 strike. At Rollins this past spring, he pitched to a 12.71 ERA. He had 8 appearances. He worked just 5 2/3 of an inning there. Last outing for him was back on June 19th against Nashua. This is fouled off, and the count now moves to a ball and 2 strikes. Walsh wearing number 34. He's usually number 37. They might not have a 37 here in this Navy uniform. Norwich wearing their alternates with the gray bottoms. Now a bouncing ball. It's tapped to second. LeClaire charging in. His only play is to the first base bag. There's 1 down. Detweiler into scoring position on the sequence on the fielder's choice ground out. Now look at tonight's Unicorns starting lineup, presented by Artisan Building and Remodeling, your local trusted experts in home improvements. Artisan Building and Remodeling, they've got you covered. Chase Chaplin bats 30s at first base. Antonio Ducatelli, the left fielder, he's in the cleanup spot. Jaden Novak back in there, he's doing the catching. Jack Oman bats 6th, he's in right field. First start for him in right. Alec Ward in the shortstop bats 7th. Jack Byrne, the center fielder, bats 8th. With C.J. Nolan at third base. He rounds out the batting order for Norwich. Detweiler in scoring position. The delivery home. It misses for ball 1. Cornelius, the starter on the mound. Rising sophomore at Rollins. Milford, Massachusetts native. 6'3", 235 pounds. He delivers to the plate up and away. Just missed for ball 2. Here's Chase Chaplin. We saw him pitch for Norwich yesterday when that ball game got a little out of hand at Dodd Stadium. He came in a mop-up situation, and he worked an inning for the Unicorns. He had a couple strikeouts for himself as well. Hitters count the 2-0. Outside, ball 3, it just missed. Look at the Bravehearts defensive alignment tonight. Jalem Sepulveda, he's at third. Jake Hatchu, the shortstop. Ryan LeClaire at second base with the big man Jackson Marshall at first. Alex Quenzel in left field. Caleb Woodward in center. And Chris Mondesir, who's recently transferred from Worcester State to the University of Maine. He's in right. Pitcher-catcher battery tonight as strike 1 hits the top of the zone. Count now 3 balls and a strike. It's Evan Cornelius pitching to the former Westfield Starfire, Cameron Papetti. His first start this season in Worcester. Bouncing ball that is going to roll out into right field. Detweiler has the green light. He's rounding third. Strong throw to the plate. The tag. It is in time. A bullet from Mondesir to the plate and thrown out trying to score is Detweiler. 2 outs in the first. Well, what a cannon on the arm there for Chris Mondesir. He came up throwing, and he erases what could have been the first run of the night for Norwich. 2 hits in the inning, but now a 2-out base runner at first. That's Chaplin. Here's Ducatelli. First runs in ball games, so important for Norwich. This summer when the Unicorns strike first, they're 6-3. That would have been a big run to get on the board. Mondesir had other plans. Cornelius ahead of the cleanup hitter Ducatelli. Now he misses outside, and the count is even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ducatelli was impressive at Central Connecticut. Put up some big-time numbers for the Blue Devils, the team that made the NCAA tournament. Now he launches this foul into the seats down the third base side. And the count moves to a ball and 2 strikes. The weather here tonight in Worcester as we update it, 93 degrees. Now Ducatelli with the awkward check swing. He just managed to hold up. It looked like he went around from up here. That would have been strike 3. Ducatelli will get a chance to stay in there in an even count now. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. 89 degrees the official temperature here. Now a bouncing ball to second. Leclerc's been a busy man. He'll complete the inning for Cornelius. Norwich comes up empty thanks to the helping hands of Chris Mondesir. Norwich nothing. And the Bravehearts coming to the plate when we return on the Futures League Baseball Network and listening live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
It's the Make This the Summer event going on now at Falvey's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Norwich. Make this the summer that you try something new and fun. Make this the summer you say I do to a new vehicle that you can custom order online at falveys.com or stop into the dealership. Falvey's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Norwich, just down the road from Mohegan Sun.
Falvey's, you're gonna love it.
Unicorn fans, want to watch the Unicorns like a VIP? Book a Dodd Stadium luxury suite, perfect for business outings, birthdays, or a night out with friends. Enjoy indoor and outdoor seating, a flat screen TV, your own private server, and the option to pre-order from our catering menu, all while catching every pitch in comfort. Order your luxury suite today for just $500 for up to 20 guests, or go big with a double suite for $900 and bring 40. Don't miss out. Call now, 860-887-7962, and reserve your suite today. Welcome back to Fit and Field. It's time to meet tonight's Norwich Unicorn starting pitcher. As always, presented by Silver Tree Saddlery. Step up into the saddle at Silver Tree Saddlery. DJ Peterson to the mound tonight for Norwich. He enters action here tonight, ERA at 3. 5th game of the summer. It's also his first start of the season for the Unicorns. He has a save to his name. That came right here at Fitton Field back on May the 30th. He went 2 scoreless innings for Norwich. He allowed 1 hit. He struck out 3. He walked a pair. His last outing, it was brilliance from the southpaw out of Berwyn, Pennsylvania. 4 shutout innings against the Westfield Starfires. He collected the victory for Norwich. He was named the extra effort player of the week for Norwich. He was lights out. He had 8 punch outs. He allowed just 1 walk and 3 hits to the Starfires offense. He cooled them off, certainly. Look at the batting order tonight for Bravehearts manager Luke Beckstein. He'll begin with Caleb Woodward. He's in center field tonight for the Bravehearts. Chris Mondesir bats second in right field. The designated hitter Evan O'Rourke bats third. Jackson Marshall in the cleanup spot at first base as Peterson delivers the off-speed pitch on the inside corner, strike 1. Campa Petty has the catching duties. He bats 5th. Alex Quinzel in left field. He bats 6th. Jalem Sepulveda, a two-way player. Now an awkward check swing. And going around there is Woodward. It's strike 2. Ryan LeClaire bats 8th. He's at second base. And Jake Hadju at short. He bats 9th. The lefty from the third base side of the mound. A check swing there. He held up that time, did Woodward. He's in center field tonight for the Bravehearts. Woodward enters action with the .333 batting average for Worcester. He has a double to his name. Now he hits a bounding ball to first. Chaplin has it. He races to the first base bag in time. And the leadoff man, Woodward's retired. Look at the Norwich infield defense here tonight. From third to first, it's C.J. Nolan at third base. Alec Warden, a late addition to the Unicorn starting lineup. He's the shortstop. Charlie Walsh at second base with Chase Chaplin at first. Here's Mondesir. He's taking on the outside corner. Firm heater from DJ. He can get it up as high as 93. He normally sits 89 to 92 on his fastball. Novak set up outside. It misses outside. Ball one. Mondesir recently transferred from Worcester State to the University of Maine. He stands in the righty batter's box, 6'1", 205 pounds. Here's the 1-1. That's outside, ball two. The Bravehearts in their home white tops with the navy blue trim. Navy blue numbers on the back, the white bottoms. Norwich in their alternate navy uniforms, the white and gold trim. The gold numbers on the back. Now a pop-up. This is back behind the plate. Novak loses the mask. He makes the grab. He was stumbling a little bit backwards, and now 2 outs in the frame. It's the gold numbers with the white outline here for Norwich with the gray bottoms. The Unicorns outfield alignment from left to right. Antonio Ducatelli in left field. Jack Byrne in center with Jack Oman in right. Pitcher-catcher battery, DJ Peterson tossing tonight to Jaden Novak. Fastball misses outside. It's ball one to Evan O'Rourke. O'Rourke's the DH for Worcester here. The 1-0. Bouncing ball headed to the mound, snagged by Peterson. He underhand flips to first, and the inning is over. The Bravehearts retired in order. 1, 2, 3. We're scoreless. Headed to the second on the Futures League Baseball Network, and listening live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
Family Motors has arrived. They're your local auto super center. Put some excitement in your day and rent a Polaris Slingshot from Strain Family Motors, adjacent to the Green Onion Restaurant on River Road. Check out Strain Family Motors Super Center on Facebook as well as strainfamilymotors.com for everything sales, service, and excitement. River Road, Lisbon, Strain Family Motors, your local auto super center.
Hey, Unicorn fans, ready to rep your Norwich Unicorns? Dive into the point-of-sale team store. From hats and jerseys to gear that covers every base. Show your Unicorn spirit and style. From ballpark essentials to unique souvenirs, there's something for every fan in the pod. Stop by during any home game or shop anytime at cunicorns.milbstore.com. That's cunicorns.milbstore.com. The point-of-sale team store has you covered all season long. Fans, plenty of upcoming promotions headed to Dodd Stadium. Get your tickets now. Go cunicorns.com. On the 26th, it'll be Thirsty Thursday with beer specials on Narragansett. Also, Irish night at the ballpark when the Unicorns play host to the New Britain Bees. And on Friday night, they'll light up the skies with American fireworks presented by Liberty Bank. Norwich will also wear their City Connect uniforms against the Westfield Starfires. First pitch, 6:30 p.m. Back underway here. Top of the second inning after a scoreless first from DJ Peterson. Here's the catcher, Jaden Novak. He homered last time these teams played right here at Fitton Field. It's his only long ball so far this summer. Novak, the catcher tonight for Norwich. Righty to the plate. That hits Novak, and Norwich has a leadoff man aboard here to begin matters in the second. Now the right fielder, Jack Oman, will grab a bat and hit. First time this summer we've seen him in the outfield. He entered the ballgame as a defensive replacement last night for Norwich in the 6th inning after Connor Scanlon came out due to some back soreness. He's not with the team today. Here's the delivery. Oman shoots it out to left center field. This is carrying out there at the warning track. Making the grab is Quenzel. There's one down. Nice catch out there for Alex Quenzel in left field. It was carrying out to left field. Oman hit it to the opposite field, but the first out in the inning recorded. Now it's the shortstop, Alec Warden. First game for Warden since June 21st against Nashua. Entered that ball game late. First at bat for him since June 20th against the Bravehearts. He was 1 for 2 in that ball game with an infield single. He walked. He also struck out. Warden hitting .222 so far this summer for Norwich. This is punched back to the screen. Strike one. Warden out of Jefferson Hills, Pennsylvania. He's in the transfer portal. He just wrapped up his freshman year at Penn State. He was a redshirt there, so he still has 4 years of eligibility left for whichever school scoops him up. The 0-2. This is lifted in the air out to left center field. This is going to be trouble. It is out to the wall. It's off the wall. Rounding third, coming around to try and score. Here is Novak. He dives in head first safely. A collision at the plate there with the catcher, Cameron Rapetti. It looks like they're both okay. Papetti and Novak collided there at home. It's a ringing RBI double for Alec Warden. He comes through in the clutch for Norwich. And the Unicorns strike first. It's 1-0. Important for Norwich to finally collect the first run of the ball game. Last time Norwich did that was Sunday afternoon against the New Britain Bees. Well, every at-bat's so crucial for guys like Alec Warden that are in the portal. It's an audition for them. It's always a positive coming up with the big hit there in that spot. Unicorns have the first run tonight. That's been good news for this group. 6-3 when they've done that. Now it's the center fielder, Jack Byrne. The man at second is Warden. He's got the Unicorns on the board. The 0-1. It gets away from Papetti, and now taking third is the shortstop, Warden. Now an important add-on run for Norwich is 90 feet away. So far this summer for the Fairfield product, Byrne, he's hitting just .045. He's just 1 for his first 22. It was a big hit for him. It was a triple out to the wall in right field at Dodd Stadium. His lone hit this summer. That was back on June 12th against Nashua. Still just trying to get comfortable at the plate is the Natick, Massachusetts native Jack Byrne. The 1-1 from Cornelius is a bouncing ball to first. Marshall has it. He looks back the runner Ward into third. He'll step on the first base bag. 2 outs. This will bring up the number 9 spot in the batting order. It's C.J. Nolan. Nolan out of Sacred Heart University. Nolan, one of 10 infielders now on the roster for Norwich. He lines it back to the screen, strike one. CJ hitting just $152 for the Unicorns. He's 5 for 33 in 11 ball games. He fouls away, strike one. Righty on righty matchup. Warden, the runner, he stands at third. This is on the outside corner. Good breaking ball. And now Cornelius a strike away from ending the inning with minimized damage. If the inning were to continue, it would restart the batting order for Norwich. It would be Bryce Detweiler. When Worcester comes to the plate in the home second, it's Jackson Marshall due up, and Cornelius just missed on the outside corner. for ball one. Looked good from our vantage point up here. It was right at the knees. Might have just missed the outer black. It was just by a hair. 1 ball, 2 strikes on CJ. From the first base side of the rubber, Cornelius comes to the plate. He hits Nolan, and now Norwich has runners at the corners. Second hit batsman of the inning. To the top of the order we go. Here's Bryce Detweiler. Last outing for Cornelius. That came back on June 19th against Nashua. He went 5 scoreless innings. He walked 2. He struck out a batter. As now the umpires huddle for a conversation. They wanted to make sure it didn't hit the knob of the bat of CJ. He's at first. Warden at third. We'll see if they put CJ in motion here. The Sacred Heart product has 4 steals to his name this summer. That could set up a chance at a double steal opportunity. Norwich has executed a couple of those. CJ has good speed. It's a righty on the mound, so the back of Cornelius is to the base runner, CJ. Medium-sized lead. Cornelius checks him back. The pitch now going is CJ, and Papetti's going to hold on to that. Smart decision by him. Warden forced to stay at third. The Unicorns have them now at second and third. 5 swipes so far now for CJ. The hit could plate a couple for Norwich. It's Bryce Detweiler. He singled to right field before being thrown out at the plate by Mondesir last inning. 2 on, 2 out. 1 ball, no strikes here to the Yukon commit, Bryce Detweiler. From the stretch, the delivery cut on and missed. There's strike 1. Good life there on the heater from Cornelius. He blows it by the Yukon product, Bryce Detweiler. The pitch. Bouncing ball to short. Playing back and having some trouble over there is Hadju. This is going to score both runs. CJ scores as well. Warden scored easily, and now Norwich makes it 3-0. It was an in-between high hop headed at Jake Hadju, the shortstop. I'm not sure if they're going to give Detweiler a hit. We'll see if they do here. They, in fact, will give the shortstop Hadju an error. So those runs will be unearned. That could have ended the inning. It leaked through into left field. Now Detweiler is going. This is out to left center field, and over quickly as Quenzelli makes the grab. The inning is over. Norwich adds on a pair on the air committed by the Worcester shortstop. 3-0 Unicorns. The home second is next on the Futures League Baseball Network and listening live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
If you're talking, they will hear you.
Why are we getting killed like this?
Kyle's not here. Got caught drinking beer in the park a couple of nights ago.
Really?
Yeah, 0 tolerance. He's out for the season.
Harsh.
Hey, he knew not to drink. We've made that clear to all of our kids, right?
No, not really.
Bill, if we don't tell them what we expect and why they shouldn't drink, how are they going to know?
Talk. They hear you. For more information, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
You try.
Looking for the perfect shed? Come to SCR Structures and Sheds in North Franklin. Whether you're buying or renting to own, we've got you covered with 90 days, same as cash, and guaranteed price matching on any competitor's advertised shed of the same quality. That's scr-structures.com. That's SCR Structures and Sheds, built right, priced right here in North Franklin. scr-structures.com.
Comes in
Bravehearts, the first baseman from Yukon, Jackson Marshall.
Ready to go here for the home half of the second inning. Jackson Marshall will step into the righty batter's box. 6'8", 260 pounds is the transfer headed to Yukon. He swings through, strike one. Marshall's been an everyday player for Luke Beckstein's group here this summer. Second summer in Worcester for him. Now he lines it back onto the concourse first base side, and DJ way ahead of him now. 0-2. Marshall out of Hooksett, New Hampshire. Now he's turned away from ball one. Marshall hitting .333 for the Bravehearts. Last time Norwich faced him, he was 1 for 3 against the Unicorns. He scored a run. He also walked and struck out. Now he flips it out to left field. That's over the head of the shortstop Warden in front of Ducatelli. Leadoff knock for Jackson Marshall. And the Bravehearts have a leadoff man on. Fans, every Thursday at the ballpark is Thirsty Thursday at Dodd Stadium. Norwich back at home tomorrow night against the New Britain Bees. First pitch scheduled 6:30 p.m. Get your tickets now, GoSeeUnicorns.com. Beer specials as always on Narragansett. Other Thirsty Thursdays include July 10th, July the 17th, and August 7th. TJ fires in strike one to the catcher, Cam Papetti. The hit for Marshall is the first hit of the night for Worcester, and now this goes all the way to the backstop. A wild pitch offered by DJ. He just lost the grip of it, and now Marshall into scoring position. Second summer for Papetti here in the Futures League. Count is even. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. There's strike two. It's painted on the inside corner. Papetti with the Starfires. The Bryant University product hit .281 for them in the regular season. He had 5 home runs, 21 runs driven in. He was an impact player for them. He was a key piece to their team. A Westfield team that made it all the way to the championship. Way outside, ball 2. Overthrown fastball from Peterson. Count is even, it's 2-2. Marshall stands at second after the wild pitch. He began the frame with the base hit into left field. Lefty on righty matchup here with nobody out. Home half of the second inning, 3-0 Norwich. The pitch, cut on and miss, strike 3. DJ beats him to the outside corner, and Papetti strikes out. This will bring up the left fielder, Alex Quenzel. Quenzel into the lefty batter's box. Out of Florida Southwestern, Naples, Florida native. 5'10", 185 pounds. A ground ball. Warden slides to Trappett. He fires to first. It bounces to Chaplin. Now chugging along home, and scoring is Marshall. And the Bravehearts on the board for the first time tonight. It's 3-1. Warden left his feet. He went down to both knees there. In an effort to block it, he blocked it, but then he had trouble setting his feet. Still nobody out in the inning. Now an error from the Norwich shortstop. This will check that 1 out in the inning. Here's the third baseman, Jalem Sepulveda. And he's taking outside ball 1. Sepulveda pitched against Norwich the last time these teams met here on May the 30th. Sepulveda out of Western Oklahoma, Bronx, New York native. That misses outside. It's ball 2. Sepulveda on the mound so far this summer for Worcester. Holds an ERA of 9. He's worked 5 innings. He struck out 5. He's walked 6. in the batter's box. He's a 308 hitter. He has the pink batting gloves on. Now he cuts and misses, strike one. As a hitter, Sepulveda's 4 for 13. 2 runs scored, an RBI, a couple of walks, and 2 strikeouts for him. Sepulveda, 6'4", 220 pounds. Man on first, that's Quenzel. A ground ball bounced to Warden. He flips to Walsh for one. The throw to first, a high one collected by Chaplin. And Norwich turns the 6-4-3 inning-ending double play. There's your SureBright commercial cleaning services cleanup moment of the game. Norwich turns 2. They end the second. The third is next. 3-1 Norwich on the Futures League Baseball Network and listening live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
Safe to visit the dentist. In a word, yes, especially if that dentist is Dr. Katzoff and the staff at Griswold Dental Associates. They follow all the latest safety protocols while doing what they do best, taking care of you. From preventive to restorative, your dental care couldn't be in better hands. To schedule your appointment, call Griswold Dental Associates today, 860-376-2626. That's 860-376-2626.
Who really wanted with me? I'm at the top, that's 1, not 2 or 3. This real life, baby, no make believe. I just make it look easy like ABC. I'm on it 24/7, 25/8. I just pick up the pace and I violate. I eat it all up like a dinner plate. I been on the move like I'm running late. Left, right, left, let's go. I'm unstoppable. I got money flowing in case you didn't know. They used to doubt me. Now I got them like, wow. Making boss moves, I've been on a roll. I'm blowing up, gotta put them on hold. I am the bag, that's what I've been told. I keep my cool under pressure like a boss. I'm all in, it don't matter what it costs. All I do is win and look good from the top. Let's go. I am unstoppable. Okay. I am unstoppable.
Fans, July is right around the corner. Plenty of upcoming promotions headed to Dodd Stadium on Saturday, July 5th. It's Shark in the Park with post-game fireworks. Check that, with the post-game movie coming. That is going to be Jaws played on a video board. Family Sunday on July the 6th. Thirsty Thursday, July 10th. Camp Day on Wednesday the 16th, Thirsty Thursday on the 17th of July, and Unity in the Community on Friday, July 18th with post-game fireworks as well. Underway, third inning, 3-1 Norwich. Chaplin takes on the outside corner. It's strike one. As always, get your tickets now. GhostUnicorns.com. That misses outside. That's where Papetti wanted it. Here's Chase Chaplin. He singled to right field in his first plate appearance. And then it was Mondesir that made the play at the plate. Chaplin out of Apex, North Carolina, was re-added to the roster yesterday after being away from the team for the past week. Norwich has continued to make roster changes here this week. As players continue to come and go here throughout the summer. Now Chaplin takes for strike two. Chaplin, so far this summer for the Unicorns, the Yale Bulldog is batting .318 for Norwich. He's 7 for 22. We also got to see him take the mound yesterday. He pitched 2 innings for Yale this past spring. He did not allow any earned runs. He had a couple strikeouts as well. He walked one. He allowed a couple hits. Count is full. It's 3 balls, 2 strikes on the Norwich first baseman. The pitch taken on the outside corner for ball 4. Good spot there for Cornelius. It was a competitive pitch. Chaplin with the better eyes takes it. And now the Unicorns for the 3rd consecutive inning have a leadoff man on. Here's the left fielder, Antonio Ducatelli. Ducatelli out of Levittown, New York. 2nd summer with Norwich. Part of the championship roster in 2024. Man on is Chase Chaplin. 1 ball, no strikes here to the Duke. The pitch, this is a high fly ball. It's in the air out to right center field. This is going to stay in the ballpark. A nice running catch out there by Mondesir. And retreating back to first is Chaplin. There's 1 down. Good swing put on there by Antonio Ducatelli, but Mondesir with a great route to the baseball. He retires the central product. Now it's the catcher, Jaden Novak. Novak was hit by the pitches last time up. Now he cuts and misses, strike 1. Novak is transferred from the College of Charleston to LaSalle. He'll be headed to Philadelphia in the fall. The North Haven, Connecticut native is Novak. Now he cuts and misses. First strike 2. As a starfire last summer, Novak was impressive for Westfield. He hit .312 in the regular season. And it looks like Novak once again was hit by the pitch. Second time today that Novak has been plunked. We'll see if they will award him first base. It was spiked in the dirt ahead of him. He's feeling some discomfort there. Looked like it might have caught Ducatelli. Check that. Novak in the forearm there. He's grabbing a little drink of water. That's always going to feel good here. It feels like 95 degrees in Worcester on this Wednesday night. Heat wave here in the Northeast. A quick look there with the athletic trainer here in Worcester. Norwich will have a couple of runners on now. A walk, a hit batsman. Looks like the Yeti's been a magnet here tonight of the baseball. 1 out, a couple men on for the right fielder, Jack Oman. Norwich has had traffic in every inning against Cornelius. Now another golden opportunity to try and add on. Oman was named an All-American at Yale for what he did as a pitcher. He was named Freshman Pitcher of the Year, ECAC Pitcher of the Year. He was unreal as a rookie for the Bulldogs. He pitched to a 1.34 ERA. He was 8-1 as a freshman, over 73 2/3 innings of work. Tonight he's the right fielder for Norwich. He takes a strike there on the inside corner. Oman so far tonight has flied out. It was to left field. It was a nice catch out there for Quenzel. It was well struck to the opposite field for Oman, the 1-1. That is in the dirt for ball 2. Oman did not hit it all this past season for the Bulldogs. Mesa, Arizona native, attended Brophy College Prep School. The Bulldog listed as 6 feet, 185 pounds. Hitters count, 2 balls and a strike. Cornelius to the plate, a wave and a miss there on the fastball. Good spot hit. And running action towards the inside corner on the lefty batter, Jack Oman. Count is even, it's 2-2. Novak is the base runner at first. Chaplin stands at second. It's 2-2 to Oman. Now a flips it out to left field on the run as Quenzel still going and won't get to it. It bounces. He's able to collect it out there. And now Norwich plates a run. It's an RBI double. Jack Omen, he kept it fair down the left field line. Quenzel had to field it on a hop, and now Norwich has runners at second and third with one out. The bats have gotten going early here tonight. This will bring up the shortstop, Alec Warden. There was a long run over for Quenzel. He had to go from his left to his right to get to the baseball. He did a good job to make sure it didn't get behind him. Infield defense all the way in now for Luke Beckstein's group. As Norwich threatens here in the third, they have him at second and third. Hardy cut there from Warden. He's up empty. It's strike one. Well, Omen had a nice swing his first at-bat. Even better one. He just went with the pitch, the 0-1. Warden lines it back to the screen, strike two. Warden had an RBI double out to left field. You can just tell he's playing with a little bit of extra swagger here tonight. It's a great opportunity for him with plenty of eyes on him as he continues to look for a new home. The 0-2. This is over our heads, out of play. First base side, strike two. Warden attended Jefferson High School, where he played for Tim Vickers. He was a two-time All-State selection. Now he's backed away. This goes all the way to the backstop. Coming home and scoring safely is Novak, and Cornelius allows his fifth run of the ball game just in the third inning. The Bravehearts have a man starting to loosen up in their bullpen down the left field side. Some command trouble here this inning for him. The walk and the hit batter have both come home to score. 5-1 Norwich here. Things looking good for the Unicorns against one of the top teams here in the Futures League. Omen to third now. The 1-2. Upstairs, ball two. Warden's done well to work the count even after Cornelius was way ahead of him. No balls, two strikes. Infield defense still drawn in for Worcester. In an even count, it's 2-2 to Warden. The pitch. This is flipped into the seats, onto the concourse on the first base side. Here at Fenton Field, we're on the college campus of Holy Cross. Holy Cross won the Patriots League. Their assistant coach, Kyle Dombrowski, is the field manager this summer for Norwich. The 2-2. This is again launched foul. Warden is battling here with Cornelius. It's an even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Cornelius has really had a fight for every out here tonight. Cornelius at Rollins in his career as a 9.17 career ERA. The 2-2. This is popped up. This is going to go crashing into the bleachers. Third base side. 5 consecutive foul-offs here for Warden. It's an even count. It's 2-2. Norwich has scored a run on an RBI double from Jack Omen. And the wild pitch here from Cornelius. Norwich with 3 in the second. 2 more here in the third. The 2-2. This is again off the end of the bat. 6 straight foul balls for Alec Warden here. He's really put up a fight. Warden at Jefferson High School posted a .496 batting average, 980 fielding percentage as a senior. Now he takes ball 3. Ooh, it's called strike 3. Hesitant strike 3 ring up, but Warden sent packing. He saw over 10 pitches that plate appearance. It was a good battle for him. Cornelius ultimately wins it as he catches Warden looking. for the second out in the frame. The Worcester infield defense returns to standard depth with Jack Byrne at the plate. He grounded out to first his initial time to the plate. Nice grab there by Papetti on the high fastball. Norwich still has a runner 90 feet away. That's Jack Oman. Cornelius to the plate. Cut on and miss. Strike one. Second summer in the Futures League for Jack Byrne with the Futures League Road Warriors. He played for Brendan Morrissey there last summer. He's behind in the count, battling with 2 strikes. It's 1-2 to Jack Byrne. The Norwich center fielder trying to plate another insurance marker. It's at third, the 1-2. This is lifted into the air. This is going to go sinking into the seats. Just a quick little road trip here tonight for the Unicorns. Just about an hour from Dodd Stadium is Fitton Field. It's 1-2 to Byrne. Cornelius trying to end the inning, and this is lined back to the screen. Strike 2. Good battle here between Byrne and Cornelius. Cornelius has had to work hard tonight to record his outs. Still a man loosening in the Worcester bullpen down the left field side. Pitcher's count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. The righty brings it home. It's on the outside corner, strike 3. Back-to-back punch-outs for Cornelius. He works through the third, but the Unicorns strike for a pair. 5-1 Norwich. We're headed to the bottom of the third when we return on the Futures League Baseball Network and listening live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
Buy better. Better it burns. Much better. So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns. You buy better it burns. You buy better.
The Burns Agency is a full-service organization with insurance products ranging from business owner policy needs to personal insurance like home, auto, and umbrella. Some companies can make that a one-stop shop. That's why we value partnering with insurance companies like Arbella Insurance. Like us, they offer a range of insurance coverage for our valued clients. Having your most valuable assets covered by a single insurance carrier, serviced by a local agent, is priceless. The Burns Agency proudly partners with Arbella to bring you insurance coverage at competitive pricing. The Burns Agency, proudly serving Eastern Connecticut since 1932.
Better. Better it burns. Much better. So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns. You buy better it burns. You buy better.
Dinosaurs are alive in 25 years and roaring strong. The Dinosaur Place is the largest dinosaur-themed family fun park in New England. A lot of value for one-of-a-kind attractions. Over 100 life-size dinosaurs, nature trails, and playscapes. Visit our popular T-Rex Tower and zero-depth dino-themed splash pad. A perfect day trip or staycation right here in Connecticut. Route 85 Montville with easy access off Interstate 395 and 95. Plan your next adventure. Go to thedinosaurplace.com.
Ryan LeClaire will lead things off for the Bravehearts. 8-9-1 due up for Worcester here against DJ Peterson. And the righty fires the fastball in there, strike 1. DJ has been a strike thrower tonight for the Unicorns. Norwich has supplied some offense behind him tonight. They lead 5-1. This is ripped on the line. It's over the head of Warden. It's through into left field. Leadoff base hit for Ryan LeClaire. And Worcester starts off on the right note here to start the bottom of the third. Third hit of the night for the host. This will bring up the shortstop, Jake Hadju. Hadju out of Elon. Sterling, Massachusetts native, 5'11", 175 pounds. The count is even, 1 ball, 1 strike. DJ working from the stretch. on the third base side of the mound. He brings it home. It's way inside for ball 2. Hadju hitting .385 through his first 39 plate appearances. He has a couple of long balls to his name as well. 12 runs driven in. It's 2-0. There's ball 3. DJ trying to get back into the strike zone here. The leadoff man, Caleb Woodward, awaits him on deck. It's 3-0 to the number 9 hitter, Jake Hadju. The pitch at the top of the zone on the outside corner, strike 1. DJ able to battle himself back into the count here. As the Unicorns look to hold their lead. Now this is a foul ball. It's off the body of Hadju. Strike 2. Yes, he's listed as the number 9 hitter, but plenty of pop in his bat. The 2 home runs, the 12 runs driven in. That's what the number 9 batter in the lineup has become now in baseball. It's the second leadoff hitter nowadays. The 2 home runs are the only extra base hits for Hadju. The runner is going and misses outside, and it's ball 4, so it doesn't matter for LeClaire. He's at second base no matter what on the walk. So leadoff single, now the walk to Hadju. Here's the top of the order in Caleb Woodward. Woodward grounded out to second his first time up. DJ making his first start of the summer. He was impressive his last outing. 4 scoreless against Nashua. There's strike 1. He dots the outside corner on Caleb Woodward. Woodward out of Trinity College in Texas. Rising junior, San Pedro, California native. And that's downstairs for ball 1. Runners at first and second. DJ trying to find his first out here in the bottom of the third. The pitch is a bouncing ball. It's over the head of DJ. It's going to be a tough play at first, legging it out. Infield single for Caleb Woodward. The bases are loaded now for the Bravehearts. Couple singles and a walk, and DJ has found himself in a predicament. The tying run now has come to the plate. It's Chris Mondesir. Mondesir popped out to Novak his first plate appearance. Mondesir was unbelievable at Worcester this past season. 11 homers, .374 batting average. He's bringing that with him to the University of Maine. Bases are loaded. The 1-0. Upstairs, ball 2. No room for error here with the bases loaded. Mondesir at the plate, and now this is going to bring the attention of the catcher, Jaden Novak, and try and calm down his starter here tonight. DJ Peterson, a chance for us to chat about Camp Day. It's coming to Dodd Stadium July 16th. Game time, 11 a.m. at Dodd Stadium. Book your group today. Give a call to 860-887-7962. Always a lot of fun with Camp Day at the ballpark. We're going camping Wednesday, July 16th. Early start. Enjoy some brunch with the Unicorns at the ballpark. 2 balls, no strikes here on the right fielder, Mondesir. The pitch home. That's inside for ball 3. A walk, a single to left field, and an infield hit. Has really tightened things up for DJ. Norwich leads 5-1, but the tying run is at the plate. The 3-0 is in there for strike 1. Mondesir out of Newton, Massachusetts. Stands in the righty batter's box, 6'1", 205 pounds. There's strike two. Good bounce back there for DJ's. Run the count full. After 3 straight out of the zone, the count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes here to Mondesir. Last game against Norwich, he was 0 for 2. He walked, he struck out. Full count pitch on the way home is a fly ball. It's lifted in the air. Medium straightaway center field. Byrne has it lined up. Tagging from third and scoring is LeClaire. It's 5-2. The good news for DJ is he's recorded his first out in the inning on the sacrifice fly to the center fielder. Now a chance for the designated hitter, Evan O'Rourke. O'Rourke out of Salve Regina, Arlington, Massachusetts native. Another left on right matchup here. O'Rourke on June 20th against Norwich had a nice day for himself. He was 3 for 4 with 3 runs scored in what was a 12-3 win for the Bravehearts in game 1 of that doubleheader. He fouls away strike 1. He had an RBI. He had a walk as well. The 0-1. This is slapped foul on the third base side, and now DJ way ahead of the Salve product, 0-2. For the Seahawks this past spring, O'Rourke hit .330 for them. He's a career .347 hitter for Salve Regina. Now that gets away from Novak. This is going to bring home Hadju, and now all of a sudden the Norwich lead has been chopped in half. It's 5-3 Norwich. Now taking third on the play is Caleb Woodward. He would make it a 1-run game. It's a ball and 2 strikes on the designated hitter, Evan O'Rourke. He's really filling the shoes of Jack Quick, who is on a recruiting visit right now. He's looking to find a new home for himself after wrapping up his time at Andrew College. Count is even. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Quick this summer for the Bravehearts is a .280 hitter. He has 4 homers to his name as well. The 2-2. O'Rourke skies it high in the air. This is going to go into the seats, out of play. This has been the toughest inning so far for DJ. Couple runs in for the Bravehearts. A run for them in the second. 2 more here in the third. Tying run at the plate. It's O'Rourke, the 2-2. Outside, a great block there by Novak to get to it in the lefty batter's box. And now the count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. O'Rourke grounded out to the pitcher his first time up. Lefty on righty matchup. The lefty kicks and deals. This is cranked out of the off the wall, excuse me. That stayed in the yard. It just didn't have the height to clear the deck out in left field. Scoring easily is Caleb Woodward. It's a 5-4 ball game. It had certainly the distance. If the wall wasn't there, it would have kept going. It was scolded out to left field. The 3-2 delivery caught the heart of the plate, and O'Rourke crushed it out to the left field wall. The good news for DJ is Norwich still has the lead, but the way Worcester is hitting right now, it is not a comfortable lead. Just 1 out in the inning, and here's the big man, Jackson Marshall. This is going to bring out the pitching coach, Zach Kitchener. Three hits in the inning, 3 runs in the inning. The Bravehearts have 5 hits now on the night, and they've made it a 1-run game. The tying runs in scoring position as Zach Gitchner tries to inject some confidence back into his starter, DJ Peterson. Fans, stick with us following the conclusion of tonight's ball game for the Capital Property Group post-game show. Capital Property Group, condo and real estate management. Go to mycapitalteam.com. Who's it going to be? Find out following tonight's game on the post-game show. Tying run at second. That's Evan O'Rourke as Jackson Marshall steps into the righty batter's box. Marshall single to left field his first time up. That was the first hit of the night for the Bravehearts. A big challenge awaits DJ Peterson here in the bottom of the third. Norwich has a man loosening. It's a right-hander down the right field line. Now DJ almost hits Marshall. The throw to third is a good one, and tagged out is O'Rourke. So bailed out is DJ from his catcher, Jaden Novak, as he throws out the base runner O'Rourke. 2 outs in the inning, and that really shifts the tide in the inning. It's a ball and no strikes to the first baseman, Jackson Marshall. He's still a dangerous threat. He could still tie this ball game with one swing of the bat. Marshall this summer has 6 home runs. That leads all Bravehearts. He's driven in 20 runs. He's walked 13 times, but he's also a candidate to strike out. He's done that 23 times as he barrels up a foul ball into the seats. It's 2 balls, 1 strike to Jackson Marshall, the former Penman. Now he hits a bouncing ball to Warden at short. He fires to first, and the inning is over. So Norwich manages to escape the frame, keeping their lead intact. The Bravehearts strike for 3. It's a 1-run game. We're headed to the 4th when we return on the Futures League Baseball Network and listening live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
It's the Make This the Summer event going on now at Falvey's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Norwich. Make this the summer that you try something new and fun. Make this the summer you say I do to a new vehicle that you can custom order online at falveys.com or stop into the dealership. Falvey's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Norwich, just down the road from Mohegan Sun.
Falvey's, you're gonna love it.
Unicorn fans, want to watch the Unicorns like a VIP? Book a Dodd Stadium luxury suite, perfect for business outings, birthdays, or a night out with friends. Enjoy indoor and outdoor seating, a flat screen TV, your own private server, and the option to pre-order from our catering menu, all while catching every pitch in comfort. Order your luxury suite today for just $500 for up to 20 guests, or go big with a double suite for $900 and bring 40. Don't miss out. Call now, 860-887-7962, and reserve your suite today.
That's not a bee, right? No, I'm just scared of them.
New pitcher in the ball game for the Worcester Bravehearts is a right-hander out of Worcester State, Worcester, Massachusetts native, Gavin Price. Price so far this summer for the Bravehearts has pitched to a ERA. It's at 14.72. 4th game of the summer. He's pitched just 3 2/3 of an inning. His last time out, he was roughed up for 3 earned runs on 3 hits. He went just 1 inning over the Lake Monsters in what was a 9-8 thrilling victory for the Bravehearts at Fitton Field. He is yet to work a clean inning. out of the bullpen. 4th game of the summer for him, 6 feet, 177 pounds. At Worcester State, Price pitched to a 5.32 ERA, 149 the whip for him as he deals in strike one to the third baseman, C.J. Nolan. C.J. was hit by the pitch his first time up. The delivery, that's upstairs. It misses for ball one. Count is even, 1 ball, 1 strike. This is a high fly ball. This is lifted out to left field. You can't forget about it. C.J. Nolan clears the deck in left field, and Norwich makes it 6-4. He absolutely crushes it out to left field. He got a pitch he liked. He absolutely smoked it out there. And Norwich now has their 3rd home run of the summer here at Fitton Field. Well, CJ is a powerful young man, and when he can barrel it up, it is serious damage for him, and CJ Nolan makes it 6-4 Norwich. Well, that's the thing about Fitton Field. It's a hitter's dream. At Dodd Stadium, I don't think that baseball gets out of there. That ball would probably die out in the middle of left field. Price delivers the fastball on the outside corner, strike one. Here's the leadoff man, Bryce Detweiler. He's got some serious pop in his bat. We've seen that already this summer for Norwich. He's got 3 hits now over his last 2 ball games. He's singled today. He's also reached on an error. It's 2-1. Price ready to come to the plate. And the breaking ball slides downstairs on the outside corner. First strike 2. Count is even. It's 2-2. Now this is over the head of the second baseman, LeClaire, out into right field. Back-to-back hits. Wide turn around the first base bag for Detweiler. And Norwich has a man aboard here. Here's the second baseman now, Charlie Walsh. Price in his 2nd summer with the Bravehearts. In 2024, he pitched to a 7.71 ERA for Worcester over 7 innings. He transferred to Worcester from Chipola. He's ahead now of Walsh. No balls, 1 strike. Now he pokes it foul into the Unicorns bench area. Well, it hit the protective padding in front of it. Now a chance for Price to lock in his first out in the inning. The righty brings it to the plate, and Walsh able to hold up his swing. There's ball 1. He lines up on the first base side of the rubber. Does Price. Awkward setup for him with that open stance. Now this gets away from the catcher, Papetti, and strolling easily into second now is Detweiler. Walsh could to extend the Norwich lead. Norwich trying to restore the 4-run lead that they had going into this inning. Price still trying to find the first out here in the top of the 4th. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes to Charlie Walsh. The pitch home is outside. The fastball misses for ball 3. Full count, 3-2. Aboard at second is Detweiler. Here's the delivery. This is a bouncing ball. It's a fair ball. Marshall has it. He steps on the first base bag, and Price has his first out here in the fourth inning. Taking third is Detweiler, and now Norwich has another insurance marker 90 feet away. Here's the Yale product, Chase Chaplin. Fans, get your tickets now for Friday night fireworks. Norwich back at Don Stadium for Friday night baseball, June 27th against the Westfield Starfires. First pitch scheduled for 6:30 p.m. The first pitch home to Chaplin is ruled a strike on the outside corner. Infield defense all the way in right now for the Bravehearts with the runner at third. That's Detweiler. The delivery. This is a bouncing ball. It's back up the middle. Chase Chaplin delivers for Norwich. Second hit of the night. It's an RBI single, and the Unicorns extend the lead at 7-4. Well, really no chance for the Worcester defense on the single back up the middle with the infield drawn in. And Luke Beckstein has seen enough. He's going to make a pitching change here with just one out here in the top of the fourth inning. We'll take a moment. We'll step aside. Norwich still batting here in the top of the fourth. They lead by 3. Stick with us. Norwich still batting.
Family Motors has arrived. They're your local auto super center. Put some excitement in your day and rent a Polaris Slingshot from Strain Family Motors, adjacent to the Green Onion Restaurant on River Road. Check out Strain Family Motors Super Center on Facebook as well as strainfamilymotors.com for everything sales, service, and excitement. River Road, Lisbon, Strain Family Motors, your local auto super center.
Hey, Unicorn fans, ready to rep your Norwich Unicorns? Dive into the point-of-sale team store. From hats and jerseys to gear that covers every base, show your Unicorn spirit and style. From ballpark essentials to unique souvenirs, there's something for every fan in the pod. Stop by during any home game or shop anytime at cunicorns.milbstore.com. That's cunicorns.milbstore.com. The point-of-sale team store has you covered all season long. Fans, the Birds Agency in Norwich and Dayville working smart and hard for residents and businesses since 1932. Let us do the same for you too. Go to thebirdsagency.com because you'll buy better at Burns. New pitcher in the ball game for Worcester is the southpaw out of Wheaton College, Dartmouth, Massachusetts native Aiden Cardoza. Cardoza's been electric so far this summer for Worcester. The lefty is pitched to a 1.03 ERA. Sixth game of the summer. He's pitched 8 2/3 of an inning. He's struck out 8. He's walked just 2 and has allowed 4 hits scattered so far. Here's Ducatelli. This rolls away from Papetti. I'm not sure if they'll give this a pass ball or a wild pitch. They'll give it a wild pitch. So a tough way to enter the ball game for Cardoza. Cardoza's worked 6 consecutive scoreless innings since allowing an earned run. The last one he allowed was on June 11th against Westfield. Into scoring position for Norwich is Chase Chaplin. Ducatelli bounces one foul. Nice grab over there. That's the newcomer for the Unicorns making that grab. It's Joey Arace, the Rutgers commit. He was just added to the roster yesterday for the Unicorns. You should have seen Kevin Murphy, the director of player development. He was working the phone lines all day trying to sort out his roster. Players coming and going. 6 roster moves over the last 48 hours for Norwich. The 2-1. Ducatelli backed up inside for ball 3. Ducatelli grounded a second his first time. He's also flied to right. A chance to restore the 4-run lead with a base hit. The pitch home is down Main Street. There's strike 2. Now fouling it away is Ducatelli. He's battling here. Ducatelli out of Levittown, New York. The count is full. Lefty on lefty battle here with one out. The pitch, that is taken for ball 4. The breaking ball misses for Cardoza, and now Norwich has runners at first and second. This will bring up the catcher, Jaden Novak. Ducatelli out of Levittown, New York. Levittown's a town that was established in 1947 by Levitt and Sons, designed to provide affordable, mass-produced housing for those returning from World War II and veterans and their families. Now on the first pitch, Novak lifts a fly ball in the air. Mondesir charging in. He makes the grab on it. And one pitch is all that's needed to retire Novak. As the story goes for Levittown, New York, William Levitt applied assembly line techniques to home building, allowing houses to be constructed in just under a day. At its peak, 30 houses a day were being built in Levittown. Just ridiculous numbers for the pace of homes that were being put up in the neighborhood. The batter up now is the right fielder, Jack Oman. He takes strike 1. I mean, 30 houses a day, that's serious construction work. Runners at first and second. Ducatelli at first, Chaplin at second. That's outside. Nice block back there by Papetti, who's welcoming himself to Fitton Field here tonight. Count is even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Cardoza trying to put an end to the top of the 4th inning. Check swing there from Oman, and he does well to hold up. Oman had an RBI double to left field his last time up. Plenty of room down the left field line. Wenzel playing way off the line. In center field, Woodward playing straight up. Now Oman just got a piece of it. He fouls it off. Off the bag at third is Sepulveda. A slight shift towards the right side for Jack Oman. But both of his hits have been out to left field today. He's gone the opposite way from the third base side of the mound. And Cardoza deals it home. This is snapped away foul. Third base side. Important add-on runs for Norwich, still on base. Cardoza trying to fight his way here through the 4th inning after coming on in relief, and now he misses up and into Jack Oman. Oman from Mesa, Arizona. Plenty of notable MLB players have come through Mesa, including Cody Funderburk. He was a pitcher for the Minnesota Twins. The full count delivery is into the protective netting right by the Worcester bench, and Oman able to stay in there. Michael Hermosillo, former Angel and Cub. He's from Mesa, Arizona as well. Plenty of MLB alums that have come from there. Now Oman again fouls another off. 3 straight foul-offs for him. Others include Jeremy Accardo, Andy Pratt, Vance Wilson, Albie Lopez. Plenty of pitchers. Jack Oman could be the next from Mesa. And now a swing and a miss for strike 3. Oman strikes out. Cardoza puts an end to the top of the fourth inning, but not before Norwich adds a couple of runs. It's 7-4 Unicorns. We're headed to the bottom of the fourth when we return on the Futures League Baseball Network and listening live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
If you're talking, they will hear you.
Why are we getting killed like this?
Kyle's not here. Got caught drinking beer in the park a couple of nights ago.
Really?
Yeah, 0 tolerance. He's out for the season.
Harsh.
Hey, he knew not to drink. We've made that clear to all of our kids, right?
No, not really.
Bill, if we don't tell them what we expect and why they shouldn't drink, how are they going to know?
Talk. They hear you. For more information, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Looking for the perfect shed? Come to SCR Structures and Sheds in North Franklin. Whether you're buying or renting to own, we've got you covered with 90 days, same as cash, and guaranteed price matching on any competitor's advertised shed of the same quality. That's scr-structures.com. That's SCR Structures and Sheds, built right, priced right here in North Franklin. scr-structures.com.
Norwich is going to the bullpen here as we start the bottom of the fourth inning for the right-hander Ryan Camp out of Roger Williams, Cheshire, Connecticut native. Here's Petty who launches it foul, third base side. Final numbers tonight here for the Unicorn starter, DJ Peterson. He goes 3 innings in his first start of the summer. He allows 4 runs tonight on 5 hits. DJ had just 1 strikeout. He walked a batter. 4 runs scored. 3 of those were earned. Now Papetti is taking for ball 2. Competitive pitch. It just missed, though, to Cam Papetti. Papetti out of Grafton, Massachusetts. Attended Worcester Academy at high school before making the way to Bryant. Now he lifts a fly ball out to left field. This is going to bounce out to the left field wall. Chasing it down is Ducatelli, and walking into second is the leadoff batter in the inning, Cam Papetti. He cranked it out to left field. Ducatelli had to go a long way over to get to the scorched baseball. And now immediate danger on the base pass for the Bravehearts to start the fourth. This will bring up the left fielder, Alex Quenzel. Quenzel so far today has reached on an error, and now he swings and misses for strike 1. Camp at Rogers this past season. Pitched to a 2.13 ERA, 3-1 record for him over 18 outings. He worked 25 1/3 innings for Rogers Williams. Now the pitch. Good curveball. It falls in there, strike 2. The opponents hit .205 against him in his second season for the Hawks. Count is in the favor of Ryan Camp. No balls, 2 strikes. Papetti stands at second. He began the inning cracking a double to left field. Now this is fouled off over our heads. Camp in the driver's seat with the batter Alex Quenzel at the dish. Quenzel out of Florida Southwestern State. Now it's a bouncing ball collected there by Camp. He thought about going to third. Now he fires to first just in the nick of time. Camp was caught in between. He thought about firing to third. The runner was going on contact. Papetti, he's into third, and just out by a step is the base runner Quenzel, who was hustling up the first base line. So Camp, in some roundabout way, retires Quenzel for the first out here in the fourth. This will bring up the third baseman, Jalem Sepulveda. First pitch aggressive. This is into the seats down the right field side. Sepulveda, a two-way player out of Western Oklahoma. The 0-1. There's the breaking ball. It cuts into the inside corner. Strike two. Camp trying to keep the runner Papetti stationed at third. He began the inning with some loud noise. He doubled to the left field wall. It's 0-2 on Sepulveda. The pitch that bounces to Novak. It went off his shoulder up the third baseline. So that left no room for Papetti to try and trot home. He stands at third, but now they count the ball in 2 strikes. For the Western Pioneers, Sepulveda as a pitcher. Pitched to a 3.10 ERA. He started 10 games there this past season. 132 was the whip for him. The delivery. This is a high fly ball in the air out to left center field. Ducatelli back. He leaps. He makes the catch. Tagging up and scoring is Papetti. It's a deep sacrifice fly. Sepulveda just inches away from clobbering a 2-run home run. So now the Bravehearts have cut into the Norwich lead. It's now 7-5. Well, Ducatelli is just an artist out in left field. How gifted he is defensively. He showcased that for himself in the Northeast Conference Championship game. Now a fly ball lifted into the right center field alley. On the run and making the catch is Jack Oman. He looks like a natural out there. He's a pitcher by trait. He helps Camp escape the fourth inning with minimized damage. The Bravehearts tack on a run, 7-5 Norwich. The fifth is next on the Futures League Baseball Network and listening live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
Safe to visit the dentist. In a word, yes, especially if that dentist is Dr. Katzoff and the staff at Griswold Dental Associates. They follow all the latest safety protocols while doing what they do best, taking care of you. From preventive to restorative, your dental care couldn't be in better hands. To schedule your appointment, call Griswold Dental Associates today, 860-376-2626. That's 860-376-2626.
Top, that's 1, not 2 or 3. This real life, baby, don't make believe. I just make it look easy like ABC. I'm on it 24/7, 25/8. I just pick up the pace and I violate. I eat it all up like a dinner plate. I been on the move like I'm running late. Left, right, left, let's go. I'm unstoppable. I got money flowing in case you didn't know. They used to doubt me, now I got them like wow. Making boss moves, I've been on a roll. I'm blowing up, gotta put them on hold. I am the bag, that's what I've been told. I keep my cool under pressure like a boss. I'm all in, it don't matter what it costs. All I do is win and look good from the top. Let's go. I am unstoppable. Okay. I am unstoppable.
Headed to the top of the 5th inning, 7-5 Norwich. As Cardoza's back out to work the top of the 5th inning. He recorded the final 2 outs in the top of the 4th inning. Norwich has scored runs in every inning except the first. That goes for Worcester as well. It's been a score fest tonight. Now a fly ball in the air to medium left field. Quenzel jogging underneath. It'll make the grab, 1 down. We're up 1 down. Now it's going to be the center fielder, Jack Byrne. Byrne tonight has grounded out. He's also been caught looking. He's 0 for 2. Still trying to sort things out for himself at the plate. Lefty to the plate, and that's at the top of the zone, strike 2. 7, 8, and 9 for Norwich here in the 5th inning. Now Byrne cuts and misses for strike 3. 2 quick outs there for Cardoza to start the 5th. Fans, every Sunday is Family Sunday with post-game Kids Run the Bases and Have a Catch in the outfield. Scenic Horns' next Sunday Fun Day is on July the 6th against these Worcester Bravehearts. Children 12 and under are invited on the field following the game to run the bases 1 time and have a catch in the outfield with their families for 15 minutes. Baseballs for Have a Catch are presented by CT Dot. Sundays are also our First Mates Club days. The First Mates Club is open to children 12 and under. The 0-1 home. Lifted in the air by CJ. This is going to go spinning into the bleachers, out of play, strike 2. Open to children 12 and under. As a member, you will receive a ticket to every Sunday home game. Receive a t-shirt and a credential to show off your membership and style. Receive discounts at concessions and merchandise stands on Sundays, presented by K&H Equipment of Plainfield. The pitch is taken for ball 1. It just missed outside. CJ's been hit by a pitch. He's also homered the pitch to him. That's down and in for ball 2. Cardoza trying to toss a scoreless 5th inning. Be the first since the top of the 1st inning. Now Nolan cranks one way foul. Plenty of home run distance to it, but that is going to go out of the ballpark, foul down the left field side. CJ crushed it. Maybe Ottman's Furniture and Carpets will find a baseball if it'll bounce out far enough that way. That's behind the ballpark left field side. Now he lifts a fly ball to straightaway center field. Camping underneath it and making the grab is Woodward. The inning is over. Cardoza works a 1-2-3 5th. 7-5 Norwich. The home half is next when we return on the Futures League Baseball Network and listening live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
Buy better. Better it burns. Much better. So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns. You buy better it burns. You buy better.
The Burns Agency is a full-service organization with insurance products ranging from business owner policy needs to personal insurance like home, auto, and umbrella. Some companies can make that a one-stop shop. That's why we value partnering with insurance companies like Arbella Insurance. Like us, they offer a range of insurance coverage for our valued clients. Having your most valuable assets covered by a single insurance carrier, serviced by a local agent, is priceless. The Burns Agency proudly partners with Arbella to bring you insurance coverage at competitive pricing. The Burns Agency, proudly serving Eastern Connecticut since 1932.
Better. Better it burns. Much better. So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns. You buy better it burns. You buy better.
Dinosaurs are alive in 25. 25 years and roaring strong. The Dinosaur Place is the largest dinosaur-themed family fun park in New England. A lot of value for one-of-a-kind attractions. Over 100 life-size dinosaurs, nature trails, and playscapes. Visit our popular T-Rex Tower and zero-depth dino-themed splash pad. A perfect day trip or staycation right here in Connecticut. Route 85 Montville with easy access off Interstate 395 and 95. Plan your next adventure. Go to thedinosaurplace.com.
Back with you here as we start the bottom of the 5th inning. First pitch from Camp is in there for strike one. The pitch, now a bouncing ball to short. Charging in is Warden on the run. He fires to first. It's in time. Alec Warden with tonight's Artisan Building and Remodeling defensive play of the game. Artisan Building and Remodeling, they've got you covered tonight. Alec Warden with a fine play defensively at short. He retires Jake Hadju to start the bottom of the 5th. Top of the order now, it's Caleb Woodward with the bright green bat. He's taking on the outside corner. It's strike one. Ready on lefty matchup with Woodward up. He's 1 for 2. He has an infield hit. He's also grounded out to second. Woodward out of Trinity College in Texas. He grew up in San Pedro, California. Attended Palos Verdes Peninsula High School before making his way to Trinity College in Texas. Now he lifts a fly ball out down the left field line. It's a fair ball. Woodward rounding first. He's running around second, headed to third. He's looking for the one-out triple. He's got it. Caleb Woodward with the one-out triple down the left field line. And the Bravehearts threatening here in the bottom of the 5th. That was poked fair down that left field line. Second hit of the ball game for Woodward. We'll see if this is going to force in the Norwich infield defense. They stay at standard depth. Now Nolan moves in. Chaplin playing back at first. Same goes for the middle infield for Norwich. They're still at standard depth here. Count is even. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Now Mondesir checks his swing. The 1-2 to Mondesir upstairs for ball 2. Mondesir just wrapped up his freshman season at Worcester State. Now he's making the jump to the University of Maine. Count is even. It's 2-2. Camp from the stretch. He takes a look at the runner at third. That's Woodward. He tripled. Now it's bounced foul by Mondesir. Mondesir with the navy blue batting gloves. Woodward stands at third. He's got the high socks on here tonight. Everyone leaning over the railing on the Worcester side. It's a full dugout for them. The 2-2. That's taken for ball 3. Mondesir 2 for 8 against Norwich pitching entering action here tonight. Now the full count delivery. Wave and a miss, strike 3. Mondesir frustrated with himself, but Camp strikes him out for the second out here in the 5th. Fans, it's time for this week's Craftsmanship Tip of the Week, presented by Artisan Building and Remodeling. If you're thinking about a new roof, consider Solar Shingles. They offer the same protection as a traditional roof while also generating clean, renewable energy. It's a smart and sustainable upgrade built to last. Artisan Building and Remodeling, they're your trusted local experts in home improvement. The pitch, that misses downstairs, ball 1 to the designated hitter, Evan O'Rourke. He had an RBI double out to left field his last trip to the plate. He's also grounded out to the pitcher. Count is even, it's 1-1. Camp trying to fight through a scoreless 5th. This is off the end of the bat. Back to the protective netting, strike 2. Bright green bat here for O'Rourke. Very similar coloring to the bat Woodward uses. Pitchers count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Norwich trying to strand the base runner at third. Now starting to break was Woodward. Now a fly ball lifted in the air. Charging in is Ducatelli. You won't get there in time. Woodward scores. It's now a 1-run game here in Worcester. RBI base hit, Evan O'Rourke. And now Norwich just clinging to a 1-run advantage. 2 out, 2 strike. Base hit, RBI for O'Rourke. It wasn't well hit, but Ducatelli had to come a long way in. Now it's going to bring out the manager, Kyle Dombrowski. Norwich nursing a 1-run lead right now, and it looks like the Unicorns will head into their bullpen. Camp is gone, an inning and 2/3 for Norwich. The entire infield defense has come to the pitcher's mound. Right now it's a conversation with Ryan Camp. The hat is kind of raised. Kyle Dombrowski hasn't pointed yet to the bullpen. Now he does, and Norwich is going to make their pitching change. That's the end of the line for Ryan Camp. He goes an inning and 2/3. He allows the 1 run here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 7-6 Norwich, but not out of the woods yet. We'll meet the new pitcher when we come back on the Futures League Baseball Network and listening live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
It's the Make This the Summer event going on now at Falvey's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Norwich. Make this the summer that you try something new and fun. Make this the summer you say I do to a new vehicle that you can custom order online at falveys.com or stop into the dealership. Falvey's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Norwich, just down the road from Mohegan Sun.
Falvey's, you're gonna love it.
Unicorn fans, want to watch the Unicorns like a VIP? Book a Dodd Stadium luxury suite, perfect for business outings, birthdays, or a night out with friends. Enjoy indoor and outdoor seating, a flat screen TV, your own private server, and the option to pre-order from our catering menu, all while catching every pitch in comfort. Order your luxury suite today for just $500 for up to 20 guests, or go big with a double suite for $900 and bring 40. Don't miss out. Call now, 860-887-7962, and reserve your suite today.
Yeah, you can get it going, hopefully it does.
Fans, Eastern Connecticut Savings Bank, a new name with the same great people and service you know. It's coming soon. Eastern Connecticut Savings Bank, a division of Ascend Bank. Norwich is going into the bullpen here in the bottom of the fifth. It's just a one-run ball game as Cooper Maher will enter the scene here for Norwich. The tying run stands at first with the dangerous Jackson Marshall coming to the plate. Big test here for Cooper Maher, who is making his second appearance of the summer. The riser had to do Northeastern, 6 feet, 165 pounds, out of Westerly, Rhode Island. Maher deals in ball one. Maher has made 3 appearances so far. ERA 6.75 for him. He's worked 4 innings. He's allowed 3 earned runs. He's struck out nobody. He's also walked a man. Now this goes all the way to the screen. You talk about still trying to get the nerves out of the system for Maher. He just graduated from high school less than 3 weeks ago, and he's trying to make the adjustment to collegiate baseball. Certainly a process. It's 2 balls and no strikes on Jackson Marshall. The delivery. This is a bouncing ball. It's through into right field. The green light ahead, coming around and coming home to score is O'Rourke, and the ball game is tied at 7. Jackson Marshall delivers in the clutch, and the Bravehearts have fought all the way back to tie it. Well, that's what happens when you get into a hitter-friendly count for Jackson Marshall. It was still a competitive pitch from Maher, but Marshall is a strong kid. He just muscles it out into right field. Norwich at one point led 5-1. Now we're tied at 7 here in the home fifth. 2 outs in the inning. Marshall at first. Now it's the catcher, Cam Papetti. Oh, this is cranked out to left center field. Looking up is Byrne. It's out of here. Cam Papetti drills a go-ahead 2-run blast over the left center field wall. No doubt about it. 9-7 Bravehearts. Well, Papetti missed his home run, his last plate appearance, hitting it off the wall in left field. He tattooed the left field wall. This time he makes no mistake, and the Bravehearts have come all the way back to take the lead. It's now 9-7 in what has been a score fest tonight in Worcester. Maher just trying to settle himself into the ball game after coming in late. Now ball one runs inside to the left fielder, Alex Quenzel. Now this is launched foul, third base side. Plenty of fireworks here tonight. If you like offense and hitting, this is the game for you. Combined 17 hits tonight, combined 16 runs. Maher deals in strike 2. The batter here is Quenzel. He's reached on an air. He's also grounded out to the pitcher. This is going to be a special player headed to Northeastern in Maher. He just missed for ball 2. It's still a transition for himself, still a learning curve. Collegiate level hitting is a lot different than the high school game. Maher, recently turned 18-year-old. Now a bouncing ball foul. It's third base side. When speaking with Ben Barber from the 321 Media Group, who has closely watched this kid right here, Maher, throughout his high school experience He gave him a lot of praise. He has great stuff. You can see it. Now a pop-up into medium right center field. Underneath it and making the catches. Burn, the inning has come to an end, but not before Worcester strikes for 4. They lead 9-7. The 6th is next on the Futures League Baseball Network and listening live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
Family Motors has arrived. They're your local auto super center. Put some excitement in your day and rent a Polaris Slingshot from Strain Family Motors, adjacent to the Green Onion Restaurant on River Road. Check out Strain Family Motors Super Center on Facebook as well as strainfamilymotors.com for everything sales, service, and excitement. River Road, Lisbon, Strain Family Motors, your local auto super center.
Hey, Scenicorn fans, ready to rep your Norwich Scenicorns? Dive into the point-of-sale team store. From hats and jerseys to gear that covers every base. Show your Scenicorn spirit and style. From ballpark essentials to unique souvenirs, there's something for every fan in the pod. Stop by during any home game or shop anytime at cunicorns.milbstore.com. That's cunicorns.milbstore.com. The point-of-sale team store has you covered all season long. Fans Shark in the park coming to Dodd Stadium on July the 5th when the Westfield Starfires come to town. Also post-game movie night as we celebrate the 50th anniversary of an all-time classic and Crush It Like Quint. Jaws will be featured on a large projector screen set up on the field following the ball game. We're into the 6th inning, 9-7 Bravehearts now. A 4-run 5th inning has changed the complexion of the ball game. And now the pitch home to Detweiler, misses from Cardoza. It was now worked in inning and 2/3 tonight. 30 pitches, 20 of them for strikes. And that's at the top of the inside corner. It's strike 2. Detweiler's 2 for 3 tonight. Single a couple of times for him. He's also reached on an error. The 1-2. It's dropped by Papetti. It's ball 2. Detweiler headed to UConn in the fall. Trying to start things out for Norwich in the 6th inning. Now he flips a fly ball to right center field. Moving back out there and making the catch on it is Mondesir. Right by the warning track, it retires Detweiler. Here's the second baseman now, Charlie Walsh. Walsh tonight has hit into a fielder's choice ground out. He's fly to left. He's also grounded out to first. Ball 1 misses from Cardoza. The 1-0 home. That's outside. It's ball 2. Walsh played a part in that 7th inning rally against the Bravehearts. Now he lifts a high fly ball. This is going foul into the bleachers down the right field line, and now it bounces out to the kids zone area. 2 balls, 1 strike now on Charlie Walsh. Walsh out of Lexington, Massachusetts. 3 for his last 8 entering action today. Now he twists it back and foul into the seats. Count is even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Walsh was 0 for 4 against Worcester back on June the 20th. Now he's frozen for strike 3. Cardoza catches Walsh looking. Now 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning. It'll bring up the first baseman, Chase Chaplin. Fans at Griswold Dental, their goal is to create a trusting relationship with patients where their comfort and health is their first priority. Start your journey to better health today at griswolddental.net. The delivery home from Cardoza misses, and now the count is even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Unicorns trying to now battle back here in the later stages here. We're in the top of the 6th. The 1-1. That's on the inside corner, framed perfectly back there by Papetti. Well, this should be a good thing for Norwich with the game close here. They love battling back late in games, and now the bat goes flying out of the hands of Chaplin as he strikes out to end the 6th. Cardoza comes in here, and he has been lights out for the Bravehearts. Back-to-back strikeouts. We're headed to the bottom of the 6th on the Futures League Baseball Network and listening live on YouTube, 9-7 Worcester.
If you're talking, they will hear you.
Why are we getting killed like this?
Kyle's not here. Got caught drinking beer in the park a couple of nights ago.
Really?
Yeah, 0 tolerance. He's out for the season.
Harsh.
Hey, he knew not to drink. We've made that clear to all of our kids, right?
No, not really.
Bill, if we don't tell them what we expect and why they shouldn't drink, how are they going to know?
Talk. They hear you. For more information, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Looking for the perfect shed? Come to SCR Structures and Sheds in North Franklin. Whether you're buying or renting to own, we've got you covered with 90 days, same as cash, and guaranteed price matching on any competitor's advertised shed of the same quality. That's scr-structures.com. That's SCR Structures and Sheds, built right, priced right here in North Franklin. scr-structures.com.
We're headed to the bottom of the 6th inning here in Worcester. It's 9-7 Bravehearts. They never led in the ball game until the bottom of the 5th. They erupted for 4 runs. Fans catch the Norwich Unicorns in their City Connect uniforms this Friday when Norwich takes on the visiting Westfield Starfires. Unicorns will wear their special Rose of New England jerseys to show their strong connection to the city they call home, featuring 3 blue sections to signify 3 rivers of Norwich, as well as being emblazoned across the red front section with the Rose of New England. This is drilled back up the middle. Finding it as Walsh, he fires to first. It's in time. Another excellent play tonight from the middle infield defense. That time it's Charlie Walsh, and he sends packing the third baseman, Jalen Sepulveda. Now it's the second baseman, Ryan LeClaire. Count as a ball and no strikes. LeClaire so far has singled to left. He's also flied out. Now that misses, outside ball 2. Well, plenty of heat behind the delivery for Maher. It's a full effort delivery every time he comes to home plate from the full windup. Righty kicks and deals. Now it's a liner through into right field. fighting it out there as the second baseman LeClaire has got himself a multi-hit game. And the Bravehearts have themselves a one-out base runner. That was a fastball that was running inside of the righty batted LeClaire. And he just found a way to punch it out into right field. This will bring up now the shortstop, Jake Hadju. Ball one bounces into Novak for ball one. Hadju tonight has walked. He's also grounded out to short. One out base runner on. That's LeClaire. Maher checks in on LeClaire. As Maher battles with the Elon product at the plate, Jake Hadju. The delivery home. Now it's a fly ball in the air out to straightaway center field. Moving back is Bernie, makes the running catch. And now there's two down. Top of the order we go. Here's the center fielder, Caleb Woodward. Woodward is grounded out. He has an infield base hit. He tripled his last time up, out to left field. Maher trying to work a scoreless frame. Now the runner is going. The throw from Novak bounces on the way to the shortstop, Warden. Stolen base for LeClaire. He's into scoring position. Woodward at Trinity this past spring hit .319 for the Tigers. He slugged .500. He had 5 homers, 10 doubles, 4 triples. Just a monstrous season for him offensively. .462 the on-base percentage. He's at the top of the order for a reason for Luke Beckstein's crew. It's 2-0, a hitter's count to the leadoff hitter, Woodward. The pitch. Now he lifts a high fly ball. It's carrying out to center field, but this is going to stay in the yard. Byrne backs up. He makes the catch, and the inning is over. So Maher works a scoreless sixth. 9-7 Bravehearts. We're headed to the 7th next on the Futures League Baseball Network and listening live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
Safe to visit the dentist. In a word, yes. Especially if that dentist is Dr. Katzoff and the staff at Griswold Dental Associates. They follow all the latest safety protocols while doing what they do best, taking care of you. From preventive to restorative, your dental care couldn't be in better hands. To schedule your appointment, call Griswold Dental Associates today, 860-376-2626. That's 860-376-2626.
Top, that's 1, not 2 or 3. This real life, baby, no make believe. I just make it look easy like ABC. I'm on it 24/7, 25/8. I just pick up the pace and I violate. I eat it all up like a dinner plate. I been on the move like I'm running late. Left, right, left, let's go. I'm unstoppable. I got money flowing in case you didn't know. They used to doubt me, now I got them like wow. Making boss moves, I've been on a roll. I'm blowing up, gotta put them on hold. I am the bag, that's what I've been told. I keep my cool under pressure like a boss. I'm all in, it don't matter what it costs. All I do is win and look good from the top. Let's go. I am unstoppable. Okay. I am unstoppable.
Antonio Ducatelli will lead things off for Norwich here as we enter the 7th inning. Bravehearts lead by a pair. Cardoza back out to work the 7th inning, and Ducatelli slaps away strike one foul on the first base side. The Duke so far tonight has walked. He's flied to right. He's also grounded out to second. Still trying to really heat his bat up here. Now Ducatelli takes the bender in there. It's strike two. Cardoza now way ahead of the Central Connecticut product, Antonio Ducatelli. Working quickly from the third base side is the lefty Cardoza. It's outside the heater missed. Just the third game of the summer for Antonio. Trying to keep his hitting streak alive, but now he's jammed. He pops it up in shallow left field. It's going to be the shortstop, Hadju, to make the catch. And the leadoff man retired to start things out in the Norwich seventh. Fan substance use disorder does not discriminate who it affects, and it affects more than just the individual. The effects of substance use impact our whole society. Learn more at griswoldpride.org. Ahead, no balls, one strike is the lefty Cardoza. He kicks and deals. It's cracked foul. Third base side by the catcher, Jaden Novak. Novak told me that if he hits a home run out of Dodd Stadium, the deal on the line is that I'm wearing the Yeti mask during the broadcast. We'll see how that one works. Now he cuts and misses. Strike three. Papetti hangs on to it. And two quick outs here for Cardoza. He's been exceptional so far tonight for Worcester since he's come into the ball game. Cardoza's now worked 3 1/3 without allowing an earned run. Here's the right fielder, Jack Oman. And Oman is hit by the pitch. And got him by the back of the helmet. So Oman is on. Not the way he would have liked to. Third batter that's been hit today by Worcester pitching. So the inning will continue. Now it's the shortstop, Alec Warden. Warden has doubled to left field. He's been caught lucky. He's also fly to right. A critical spot for him to deliver for the Sea Unicorns. Cardoza's been lights out since he's entered the ball game. Ball one with the breaking ball, sails upstairs. It was a changeup. He took something off of it. Norwich just trying to find a way to pass the baton here. The pitch to Warden backs him up inside. Purple-colored bat for Warden as he tightens the batting gloves. It's all about making an impact, impressions for him. Now check back in on the base runner. That's Oman. Oman pitched for the Sea Unicorns in 2024. And if he had stuck with the team to the All-Star break, he might have been pitching in it. The 2-0. This is ripped through into left field. It's a 2-out base hit. Alec Warden, his second hit of the ball game, and Norwich has runners at first and second with 2 outs. Nice approach there for Warden. He was in a hitter's count. He took advantage. Now a chance for the center fielder, Jack Byrne. Byrne has been busy defensively tonight, making plays in the outfield. It's no balls and a strike to Byrne. He's grounded out. He struck out his last 2 plate appearances. Now he takes upstairs for ball 1. Oman, as a pitcher last summer for Norwich, pitched to a .415 ERA over 13 innings of work. He also had 15 punch-outs for himself. Byrne fouls away, strike 2. Norwich has a couple of men on, but now 2 outs, 2 strikes here on the batter, Jack Byrne. Oman is the runner at second. Warden stands at first. If the inning were to continue, it would bring up C.J. Nolan. The lefty kicks and deals. Now a wave and a miss, strike 3. The hat trick there for Byrne in the strikeout department. It's been a frustrating night for him as he slams the bat. It's stretch time here at Fitton Field. We'll keep things here for tonight's 7th inning stretch.
All right, fans. I have Josh Fisher open to compete against Elise Rudiger, one of our host families for Are You Smarter Than a Braveheart? All right, Elise, you go first. What is the Bravehearts mascot's name? That is correct. 1 point for Elise. Fish. Say the alphabet backwards in Mandarin. That is correct. Okay. 1 to 1. What is 5 times 5? 25. That is correct. In fish, what is the square root of 999,134,798? Well, that is incorrect. And Elise, who is going to win today's game? Duh. And fish, name the entirety of the periodic table. Well, I think Elise automatically wins because the Bravehearts are going to finish this one out. But fish, better luck next time. You did have a great effort. I'm sorry. Wow, that was aggressive.
Fans, the 7th inning stretch is brought to you by GOAT Physical Therapy and Wellness. Is your body throwing wild pitches? Don't settle for big box physical therapy where you're just another member at GOAT Physical Therapy and Wellness in Waterford. We deliver major league care from everyday aches to pelvic health, fitness for beginners, and even treatment trusted by professional athletes. You'll get one-on-one time with expert therapists who treat the whole you, not just a sore spot. No assembly line, no insurance headaches, just real results. Step up to the plate at GOAT PT, the greatest of all time in physical therapy. Visit goatpt.com to book your free phone consultation today. Norwich is headed back into the bullpen now for the University of Hartford product, Justin Gwen. He'll be greeted by Chris Mondesir. So far this summer for the University of Hartford product, Justin Gwen, he's pitched to a .435 ERA, over 10 1/3 innings worked. He fires in strike one to the right fielder Mondesir. He struck out 8, he's walked 3. It was a tough outing for him in his latest one against Nashua. He allowed 2 earned runs on 4 hits. And what was a 6-4 win for the third place Silver Knights. Count is even. It's a ball and a strike here on Mondesir. Now ball 2 misses. Mondesir tonight as a sacrifice fly. He struck out. He's also popped out to the catcher. Well, Norwich is a team that really heats up in the 7th inning or later. 17 runs over their last 5 games after the 7th inning. Hopefully the trend continues tonight. Norwich playing from behind. Bravehearts took the lead with a 4-run 5th inning. The righty to the plate. It's inside, and Novak had some trouble with it. It's ball 3. The count is full. Fastball misses inside for ball 4, and Gwen loses the leadoff man, Mondesir. Leadoff walk to start it out in the home 7th. Gwen at the University of Hartford this past spring pitched to a 7.18 ERA over 36 1/3 innings of work. He was a freshman this past year at Hartford. He made 14 appearances for the Hawks. He struck out 33, walked 20. Montesir aboard. He's always a base stealing threat. He stole home the last time these teams met. He's going for second. Good throw from Novak. The tag is in time. Jaden Novak throws out the dangerous base runner, Chris Montesir, and he helps Gwen spot his first out here in the 7th. Now a fly ball in the air to shallow right field. This should take care of O'Rourke, and it does. So now 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th inning. That's the boost that a throw out from a catcher like that can do for you. Now it'll bring up the first baseman, Jackson Marshall. Marshall singled to left his first time up. Now he cranks it into the Worcester bullpen. He says hello to his friends out there down the left field line. He wants to make sure they're all paying attention to him swing the bat here. I mean, why wouldn't you? He's already got 6 homers this summer. He won the home run derby at Dodd Stadium. Now this is all the way to the backstop. A wild pitch. The count is even. He also had an RBI single in the 5th. The 1-1. That's outside, ball 2. Gwen attended North Haven High School. He was all-conference first team as a high schooler. Now he gets a swing and a miss from Marshall, who was trying to send the baseball into a different zip code with that swing. The count is even. It's 2-2. All 2s across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 9-7 Worcester in the bottom of the 7th. Righty to the plate. Now he hits Marshall with ball 3. Base runner on with 2 outs. Gwen was really trying to speed things up there. And unfortunately, he hits Marshall, so he's aboard. The inning continues now for Cam Papetti, who walloped a home run his last trip to the plate. He had 5 of those last summer in Westfield. Delivery home is spiked in the dirt. A wipeout slider from Gwen. At Worcester Academy, Papetti earned all knapsack honors his senior year. He was the team co-captain. 403 hitter with 20 runs driven in. On base percentage of .549. Just ridiculous numbers for him. At Bryant, as a freshman, he hit .217. Now he skies a high pop-up foul into the seats. Strike 2. Gwen trying to battle his way through a scoreless 7th inning. It would be important for him to do that. Allow Norwich a chance with the final 6 outs they have remaining. Norwich back at home tomorrow with the New Britain Bees. The first of a mini 2-game homestand. That's outside, ball 2. 18 hits for Papetti in 83 plate appearances. 8 home runs, plenty of power for Papetti. He showcased that already tonight in just his 3rd game with the Bravehearts this summer. It's 2-2. The righty kicks and deals. It's fouled back to the screen. The battle will continue. Marshall's the man aboard. He stands at first. He was hit by a pitch. Papetti tied the school record at Bryant for most home runs by a true freshman. The last was Jimmy Titus in 2017. Here's the 2-2. Upstairs, ball 3. And his first career home run at Bryant, it was no doubter. 475 feet. That's how strong this kid is at the plate right now. 6'2", 205 pounds. Marshall with the automatic start. Now he lifts a towering drive deep out into the night here in Worcester. Campapetti says goodbye. His second 2-run home run of the night. A towering moonshot into the city of Worcester. It's 11-7 for the Bravehearts. Well, I mean, you talk about serious home run power. Another monstrous shot for him. And the Bravehearts have added some insurance. Well, he's going to be a special player at Bryant. He's going to have a big say in the success of this Bravehearts group. You get the feeling he's going to be playing a lot of baseball for Luke Beckstein's group. And this is just him getting warmed up. Ball one misses outside. Well, the ball certainly flies out of Fitton Field, but I think that's going to be a home run in just about any ballpark. That's way outside, ball two. It's been all Worcester since the 5th inning. They've scored the last 6 runs in the ball game. It's now 2-0 to Quenzel. There's the fastball. It rides into the inside corner. Strike one. Quenzel transferred to Florida Southwestern after spending the fall at the University of Miami. As a freshman, he hit just 178 at Florida Southwestern. Now he fouls away. Another count is 2-2. Familiar territory for Gwen. He's been in this spot now twice, but the Bravehearts have tagged him for a pair of runs. Now the curveball sits on the outside corner. It bends in there. He strikes out Quenzel, and the inning comes to an end, but not before a moonshot blast from Campapetti. 11-7 Bravehearts. We're headed to the 8th when we come back on the Futures League Baseball Network and listening live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
Buy better. Better it burns. Much better. So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns. You buy better it burns. You buy better.
The Burns Agency is a full-service organization with insurance products ranging from business owner policy needs to personal insurance like home, auto, and umbrella. Some companies can make that a one-stop shop. That's why we value partnering with insurance companies like Arbella Insurance. Like us, they offer a range of insurance coverage for our valued clients. Having your most valuable assets covered by a single insurance carrier, serviced by a local agent, is priceless. The Burns Agency proudly partners with Arbella to bring you insurance coverage at competitive pricing. The Burns Agency, proudly serving Eastern Connecticut since 1932.
Better. Better it burns. Much better. So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns. You buy better it burns. You buy better.
Dinosaurs are alive in 25 years and roaring strong. The Dinosaur Place is the largest dinosaur-themed family fun park in New England. A lot of value for one-of-a-kind attractions. Over 100 life-size dinosaurs, nature trails, and playscapes. Visit our popular T-Rex Tower and zero-depth dino-themed splash pad. A perfect day trip or staycation right here in Connecticut. Route 85 Montville with easy access off Interstate 395 and 95. Plan your next adventure. Go to thedinosaurplace.com.
Fans enjoy lunch with the Unicorns every Monday at noon, live from the streaming news and sports station in Jewett City. You don't want to miss it. Next Monday, we'll be joined by the general manager, Lee Walter, and Sea Unicorns outfielder Anthony Tirado. It's always a lot of fun talking about the latest with the Norwich Unicorns. Mike Minarski hosting the show next Monday and every Monday the rest of the season. We'll bring on more special guests. We're into the top of the 8th inning. New pitcher in the ball game for the Bravehearts. It's the right-hander, Steven Rickert. It was unbelievable stuff for Eden Cardoza. Cardoza finishes his night working 3 2/3 innings of scoreless baseball. He allowed just 1 hit. He struck out 6. He walked just a batter. Here's C.J. Nolan against Rickert, and he fouls it back to the screen. First strike 2. Well, this Bravehearts team, they just keep on mashing this summer. It's been the Cam Papetti show here tonight. I think his offensive performance should earn him Futures League Player of the Night. If the score stands in what Cardoza did on the mound, would earn him Pitcher of the Night awards. This is drilled back up the middle. It's a leadoff single. C.J. Nolan had something to say about that. He already has homered tonight. Now he starts it out for Norwich with a leadoff knock. There's the leadoff man, Bryce Detweiler. So far this summer for the Eastern Connecticut product, Rickert, he's pitched to a 4.32 ERA over 8 1/3 innings worked. And there's the breaking ball. It sizzles onto the inside corner. Strike 1. 6th game of the summer for Rickert out of Williston, Vermont. 6'2", 180 pounds. Nolan has a medium-sized lead. He started to go, and now the throw to first is a good one, and Papetti throws out CJ. Well, he started a break for second, then he came to a crashing stop, and Papetti recognized it. He fired a strike to the first base bag, and all Marshall had to do was apply the tag, and the leadoff base runner has been picked off. Count is even, 1 ball, 1 strike here on Bryce Detweiler. Couple singles to his name tonight, the 1-1. And he powers the fastball downstairs, ball 2. Last outing for Rickert came on June 22nd against the Starfires. He worked a scoreless inning. He struck out a batter. He also walked 1. It's 2-1 on the leadoff man, Detweiler. And that bounces towards Papetti, ball 3. A good bounce-back outing for Rickert after being shaken up against Nashua on the 19th. He surrendered 3 earned runs on 3 hits over an inning and a third. That was the only outing except for his first of the summer against Nashua. It just hasn't gone well for him against the Silver Knights. He's allowed 4 earned runs over 2 1/3 innings of work. Now he as Detweiler swinging out of his shoes for strike 2. Other than the Silver Knights against the righty, he's been perfect. ERA is 0. Bouncing ball to the shortstop, Hadju, and he is unable to recover in time. He did well to keep it on the infield dirt, but he was caught off balance, and Detweiler reaches.
The second baseman from George Washington, Charlie Walsh.
They're being charged there to Hadju. So the inning will continue. It's now the second baseman, Charlie Walsh. Norwich needs runs. They trail by 4, and the fastball dots the outside corner. Strike 1. Walsh out of George Washington University. And there's a wide strike call. It's on the outside corner. And Walsh now way behind in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. The delivery, that's outside for ball 1. The runner aboard is Detweiler. He's reached on an error by the shortstop now for the second time tonight. It's a ball and 2 strikes. That is down and away for ball 2, and now the home plate umpire will come out with the new baseball and now is going to have a quick word with Rickert. Plenty of notable alums have come out of George Washington University, where Walsh is currently a student. Those include Kerry Washington, an Emmy-nominated actress. She was the star of Scandal. Graduated in the class of '98. Alec Baldwin. He graduated from George Washington, the Corcoran School. Plenty of notable actors have come through George Washington. Maybe Walsh is a secret actor we don't know about. It's 2-2 to the lefty batter. The pitch, swing and a miss. First strike 3, now 2 down. Two outs. Here's the first baseman, Chase Chaplin. This goes on and on at George Washington University, and speaking with Walsh, he really enjoys living in Washington, D.C. So many fun things to do around there. Now a big cut and a miss there for strike 1. Chaplin so far tonight for Norwich has singled a couple times. He's also drawn a walk. Now a bouncing ball to third. Collected by Sepulveda. He fires to first. An unbelievable play there by Jalem Sepulveda. He throws out Chaplin, and the inning is over. So Norwich has the lone base runner on the air. The bottom of the 8th is next on the Futures League Baseball Network, and listening live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
It's the Make This the Summer event going on now at Falvey's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Norwich. Make this the summer that you try something new and fun. Make this the summer you say I do to a new vehicle that you can custom order online at falveys.com or stop into the dealership. Falvey's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Norwich, just down the road from Mohegan Sun.
Falvey's, you're gonna love it.
Unicorn fans, want to watch the Unicorns like a VIP? Book a Dodd Stadium luxury suite, perfect for business outings, birthdays, or a night out with friends. Enjoy indoor and outdoor seating, a flat screen TV, your own private server, and the option to pre-order from our catering menu, all while catching every pitch in comfort. Order your luxury suite today for just $500 for up to 20 guests, or go big with a double suite for $900 and bring 40. Don't miss out. Call now, 860-887-7962, and reserve your suite today. Fans, join me for Breakfast with Ben every Monday morning, 9:30. Every Monday, I join Ben Barber with 321 Media Group in gorgeous Westerly, Rhode Island. Always so much fun. We're bringing a special guest with us for our upcoming show next Monday It's going to be a lot of fun as we get you set here. Bottom of the 8th inning. It's 11-7 for the Bravehearts. And Jewett City Savings Bank, your hometown bank for over 125 years. Start a new account at jcsbank.com or come into one of our convenient offices and find out why we are your community bank. New pitcher for Norwich is right-hander Sean Connolly as the bat breaks. Jalen Sepulveda. It's funny how baseball works. You make a tremendous play defensively. More times than not, you get to lead it off the next inning. That's the case here for Jalen Sepulveda. Sepulveda so far tonight is 0 for 3. He's hit into a double play. He's drove an in run with a sacrifice fly, and he's also grounded out to second. It's been a tough week so far to begin for Norwich pitching-wise. Now 23 runs on the board by opponents so far, 12 by Vermont. 11 on the big board here tonight from the Bravehearts, thanks in large part to Cam Papetti, who should be well on his way to Futures League Player of the Night honors. Count is even. It's 1-1 to Sepulveda. Now again, he loses the bat. It goes into the screen above the Worcester bench. Friendly fire from the righty batter, Sepulveda. The bat went flying into their dugout, and he's going to need some new lumber up there. The pitcher in the ball game right now for Norwich is the riser headed to Stonehill, Sean Connolly. Connolly, 6'2", 190 pounds, out of Hebron, Connecticut. ERA of 14.29. He had a nice inning for Norwich yesterday. It was a scoreless frame against the Lake Monsters. And Sepulveda keeps the bat in his hands this time, and he fouls it back into the seats. The count is even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Sepulveda wearing the bright pink batting gloves with the green bat. As a number of Bravehearts are using that Kelly green bat here tonight. The 2-2. This is sawed away foul into the bleachers, right field side. That scoreless inning from Connolly is an important milestone for him. It's his first of the summer, as he battles here with Jalen Sepulveda. Luke Hardman will take the mound for Norwich tomorrow against the visiting New Britain Bees on Thursday, and Connolly freezes Sepulveda, 1 down here in the bottom of the 8th. Now the second baseman, Ryan LeClaire, will come to the plate. Last time Connolly pitched against Worcester, it didn't go as planned. He worked 2 innings. He surrendered 2 earned runs on a couple hits. He walked 2. He struck out a batter. Here's the second baseman, LeClaire, the righty to the plate. First pitch, slider misses, ball 1. Unicorns just trying to sort things out. It's been a rocky hill over the last 10 games. And it's been a bleak scene over the last 5. Norwich in danger of now falling to 9-14, 5 games back of 500. Take a look around the out-of-town scoreboard here on this Wednesday night. That bounces all the way to the backstop for ball 2. The New Britain Bees are leading the Westfield Starfire 7-2 at Bullens Field. And the Lake Monsters have a 2-run lead over Nashua, 6-4 at Centennial Field. And it was a long bus ride back for the Lake Monsters after taking the victory last night at Dodd Stadium to start a mini 2-game homestand starting tonight against Nashua. Now a bouncing ball through into left field. 1 out base hit for Ryan LeClaire, and the Bravehearts have a 1 out runner on here in the 8th. The Bravehearts just continue to hit this summer. It's their 13th hit of the night. Now the shortstop, Jake Hadju, will come to the plate. Hadju, the shortstop, has walked. He's grounded out to short. He's also flied out to center. Hadju, a riser. He's headed to Elon. He's the 28th overall positionally in the state of Massachusetts, ranked by Prep Baseball Report among shortstops. Now it's a fly ball in the air. It's falling quickly in front of Ducatelli. Now back-to-back hits from Worcester against Connolly. Bottom of the order making some noise here against the Unicorns reliever. This will bring up the leadoff man, Caleb Woodward. Just 1 out in the inning, but traffic behind Connolly. Runners at first and second. Hadju on at first. LeClaire at second. Here's the leadoff man, Woodward. He's backed away from ball one. Fans at Strain Family Motors, it's not a car. It's not a motorcycle. It's a slingshot. Rent one from Strain Family Motors in Lisbon. Get that wind in your hair sensation when you rent a slingshot from Strain Family Motors, sfmslingshots.com. The count is 1-0. Now a rocket back up the middle. It's a base hit. Rounding third, a wide turn. Now caught in between is Hadju. The throw to the plate, tagged out, and going tumbling into home was the base runner LeClaire. He is out, and the Unicorns have their second out in the inning. That was smoked up the middle by Woodward. So runners at second and third. Things got dicey for Worcester as Hadju got caught in between second and third. That forced LeClaire to have to come to the plate. So the carousel got a little caught in between for Worcester. And Connolly, thankfully, has his second out in the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Chris Mondesir. Second and third here for the Bravehearts. Now a bouncing ball. It's on the backhand side. Walsh snags it. He fires to first. It's in time. And the inning is over. So Connolly, with some help from his defense, tosses a scoreless eighth. The ninth is next. Norwich needs 4 to tie it. 11-7 Worcester on the Futures League Baseball Network. And listening live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
Family Motors has arrived. They're your local auto super center. Put some excitement in your day and rent a Polaris Slingshot from Strain Family Motors, adjacent to the Green Onion Restaurant on River Road. Check out Strain Family Motors Super Center on Facebook as well as strainfamilymotors.com for everything sales, service, and excitement. River Road, Lisbon, Strain Family Motors, your local auto super center.
Hey, Unicorn fans, ready to rep your Norwich Unicorns? Dive into the point-of-sale team store. From hats and jerseys to gear that covers every base, show your Unicorn spirit and style. From ballpark essentials to unique souvenirs, there's something for every fan in the pod. Stop by during any home game or shop anytime at cunicorns.milbstore.com. That's cunicorns.milbstore.com. The point-of-sale team store has you covered all season long. Fans, SCR Structures and Sheds, the official partner with SNSN Sports, are the proud sponsor of the Norwich Scenic Horns pregame show. Tune in 20 minutes before first pitch for every home game, 15 minutes before first pitch for all road broadcast here this season. SCR Structures and Sheds for over 25 years. We have succeeded by providing our customers with dependable storage solutions and a quality buying experience. SCR-structures.com. Local, just up the road in North Franklin. We're headed to the ninth inning now in Worcester. 11-7 Bravehearts. It'll be the middle of the order for Kyle Dombrowski's group. Well, Norwich, they thrive in pressure-packed moments. They're going to need some more of it here against Rickard, and a strong start to the inning. Ducatelli dumps in a leadoff base hit in front of the right fielder, Mondesir. Ducatelli continues to hit. He's got hits in 3 straight games. His triple yesterday for Norwich was the reason why the ball game did not end early via the run rule against the Lake Monsters. Rivera later would bring him home to score. Man on to start the ninth. Now it's the catcher, Jaden Novak. The pitch. It's in there, strike one. Following the conclusion of tonight's game, stick with us for the Capital Property Group post-game show, and you'll be able to meet tonight's player of the game. And also we will re-air our interview with Scenic Horns utility player Aiden Stern. He was not in the lineup today. We spoke with him ahead of yesterday's game. Plenty ahead following the game. The count is now a ball and 2 strikes on Jaden Novak. He's been hit by a pitch twice. He's flied to right. He's also struck out. Ducatelli's the man on. He stands at first. He started the inning with a leadoff single. The righty kicks and deals to the plate, and the curveball is in there. First strike 3. Novak frozen, and he's struck out now for the second time tonight. Here's the right fielder, Jack Oman. The first pitch to Oman, hesitant check swing. It's ruled for strike one. Norwich at one point led 5-1, but the Bravehearts bats came roaring to life today. 11 runs on 15 hits, 2 errors. Norwich 7 runs on 10 hits, 1 error. Bravehearts atop the Future League standings. The delivery, that goes all the way to the backstop. And strolling into second is Ducatelli. The batter waiting on deck is the shortstop, Alec Warden. He's been productive today for the Scenic Horns. A couple of hits. Hopefully that's a good sign for more things to come from him. It's a ball and 2 strikes now on Jack Oman. And now Rickard steps off here. He'll realign himself. Ducatelli, the runner at second. The delivery home is in there. Strike 3. A wipe out slider to Jack Oman, and now back-to-back looking strikeouts. Fans, the Dinosaur Place is big family fun with life-size dinosaurs. Amazing adventures that await at the Dinosaur Place. It's the largest dinosaur park in New England, located on Route 85 in Montville, Connecticut. Right on the way to the shore. Come face-to-face with roaring replicas, explore the trails, and make unforgettable memories. Visit thedinosaurplace.com to plan your trip today. It's a ball and no strikes. The Dinosaur Place, such a fun spot to be. Happy to be partnered with them. 65 acres with roaring replica life-size dinos. I don't know what more you could ask for, but great spot to get out to in Montville. And now a fooled swing there from Ward, and the count is even. 1 ball, 1 strike. I mean, they gave me the full behind-the-scenes tour of the dinosaur place. They've added a lot of nice features here this summer. They have a live band of the life-size replica dinos that they sing a song that was created by Dino Dan as he goes by. It's a fun place for great family fun entertainment. So if you're not at a Sea Unicorns game, make sure you get over to the dinosaur place. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Norwich down to their final strike tonight. The batter's Warden at the plate. Ducatelli at second. The pitch home upstairs for ball 2. If the ball game were to continue, it would mean a chance for C.J. Nolan. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes to Alec Warden. Worcester looking for win 16 of the summer, and they've got it. A swing and a miss from Alec Warden. And it's the Bravehearts who pick up the win here tonight. Final score, Worcester 11 and the Sea Unicorns 7. A comeback win here tonight for the Bravehearts. They did it with their offense. The best team in the Futures League continues to showcase themselves here. A big performance offensively. Stick with us. The Capital Property Group postgame show is coming up next when we return.
It's the Make This the Summer event going on now at Falvey's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Norwich. Make this the summer that you try something new and fun. Make this the summer you say I do to a new vehicle that you can custom order online at falveys.com or stop into the dealership. Falvey's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Norwich, just down the road from Mohegan Sun.
Falvey's, you're gonna love it.
Sea Unicorn fans, want to watch the Sea Unicorns like a VIP? Book a Dodd Stadium luxury suite, perfect for business outings, birthdays, or a night out with friends. Enjoy indoor and outdoor seating, a flat screen TV, your own private server, and the option to pre-order from our catering menu, all while catching every pitch in comfort. Order your luxury suite today for just $500 for up to 20 guests, or go big with a double suite for $900 and bring 40. Don't miss out. Call now, 860-887-7962, and reserve your suite today.
This is sweet.
Family Motors has arrived. They're your local auto super center. Put some excitement in your day and rent a Polaris Slingshot from Strain Family Motors, adjacent to the Green Onion Restaurant on River Road. Check out Strain Family Motors Super Center on Facebook as well as strainfamilymotors.com for everything sales, service, and excitement. River Road, Lisbon, Strain Family Motors, your local auto super center.
Hey, Sea Unicorn fans, ready to rep your Norwich Sea Unicorns? Dive into the point-of-sale team store. From hats and jerseys to gear that covers every base, show your Sea Unicorn spirit and style. From ballpark essentials to unique souvenirs, there's something for every fan in the pod. Stop by during any home game or shop anytime at seaunicorns.milbstore.com. That's seaunicorns.milbstore.com. The point-of-sale team store has you covered all season long.
If you're talking, they will hear you.
Why are we getting killed like this?
Kyle's not here. Got caught drinking beer in the park a couple of nights ago.
Really?
Yeah, 0 tolerance. He's out for the season.
Harsh.
Hey, he knew not to drink. We've made that clear to all of our kids, right?
No, not really.
Bill, if we don't tell them what we expect and why they shouldn't drink, how are they going to know?
Talk. They hear you. For more information, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Looking for the perfect shed? Come to SCR Structures and Sheds in North Franklin. Whether you're buying or renting to own, we've got you covered with 90 days, same as cash, and guaranteed price matching on any competitor's advertised shed of the same quality. That's scr-structures.com. That's SCR Structures and Sheds, built right, priced right here in North Franklin. scr-structures.com.
Welcome to the Norwich Unicorns Capital Property Group post-game show. That's the Worcester Bravehearts who pick up the win here on this Wednesday night. They win it by a final score of 11-7. Comeback win here tonight for the Bravehearts. And they got things done, really. It was that fifth inning that was the difference here tonight. Glad you're with us as we recap a tough loss here on this Wednesday night. Before we get into everything from here tonight, we spoke with Unicorns utility player Aiden Stern earlier in the week. Here's what the Trinity Bantam had to say on his strong start to the summer in Norwich. Joined alongside Norwich Unicorns utility player Aiden Stern. Well, let's start with this. You've played all around the diamond. Is that something that you prefer? And I guess what are some of the challenges that come with playing right field, second base, third base? I don't think it matters the position you've been in there right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's something I'm used to. You know, like I've played outfield, I've caught, I've played infield all my life. And it gets tough moving around. But last year at school, I definitely had to do the same thing. You know, I had to play center field, right field, second base, third base in the fall. Like, it's definitely challenging, but it's something I'm used to, so it's not too hard.
You've been one of the most consistent players at the plate so far this summer. What has been working for you right now offensively?
You know, I think it's just sticking to my approach, really, like not trying to do too much, not trying to think too much, simplifying things in my swing that really, you know, help me stay consistent and, you know, play like my type of game that I'm used to.
On the base pass, I don't think the working stops for you. You like to be a thief out there. You're taking bases any way you can. Has that always been a part of your game? It seems like it's taken away from some of the pitchers on the mound. You've really become a distraction for them.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a part of my game ever since I came to college. In high school, it wasn't as much part of my game, but I really utilized it a lot more in college, and not even as much this summer as I did this spring or especially last summer, but it's always been there, and it's something that I like to, you know, keep in my back pocket and use on the bases.
Speaking of speed, Gitch asked me before this interview, he wanted a little inside scoop on your leg workout. You want to give him some insight there?
Yeah, well, I wouldn't give all the credit to me. I would say a lot of it's to our strength coaches at Trinity College. They provide us with like a pretty good lower body workout, and, you know, a lot of sprints, a lot of front squats, a lot of reverse lunges, and that's, I would say, the key for my routine.
Speaking of stamina, 6 games a week, that's something different you don't see at the collegiate level. The heat has picked up here in Eastern Connecticut. How do you keep yourself healthy over the course of a season?
Just a ton of water. I mean, it is tough. Like, compared to school, we're playing in the cold weather 3 games, 4 games a week, and now going here, it's 4, 5, 6 games a week with a lot hotter weather, especially the past couple of days. I mean, it's just hydrating a ton and really not staying outside too much besides during the games.
Speaking of Trinity College, one of your coaches over there is Matt Gedman. He's the head coach for the New Britain Bees. What's it like to play against him here in the summertime?
It's a lot of fun. You know, it makes it's definitely competitive, but it's a lot more fun playing against them versus other teams. You know, it's a lot different seeing him on the other side of the dugout versus being in the dugout with me. But I love going there. I love when they come here. It's a lot of fun playing against them.
I'll ask you one last one. You'll see a high-end Vermont team here today, another top-end team tomorrow in Worcester. How important is it to start this week off on the right note?
It's huge, especially, you know, if we can take these couple games from them, especially in this weather. You know, we're assuming they're going to be in the same position. It's just as hot for them as it is for us. So I think if we take advantage of it and take advantage of them maybe being a little tired and take a couple of the games this week, and then we head into the rest of the week where it's not nearly as hot, I think that'll be huge for us.
Unicorn fans, that is Aiden Stern. Norwich right back in action here tonight. They have themselves a date with the Vermont Lake Monsters. Great chatting there with Aiden Stern earlier in the week. All right, let's get into things here on this Wednesday night here in Worcester. The Bravehearts winners, final score 11-7. Around the Futures League here tonight, final scores to report. The New Britain Bees winners over the Westfield Starfires. They keep themselves in playoff positioning. They take down Westfield 7-2 at Bullens Field. The Vermont Lake Monsters and Worcester Bravehearts continue to go step for step for first place in the Futures League. Vermont winners at home over the Nashua Silver Knights 6-4 earlier tonight. A look at some of the final numbers here from the ball game. Things were looking good for Norwich. They had at one point a 5-1 lead over the Worcester Bravehearts, but Worcester continued to battle back throughout the ball game. Norwich would take a 7-4 lead in the fifth inning. Sorry, check that. Norwich would, in the fourth inning, Norwich had themselves a 7-4 lead, but it unfortunately would not last as the Bravehearts got a run back in the bottom of the fourth, and then the big damage was done in the bottom of the fifth. 4 more runs from the Bravehearts to take a 9-7 lead, and then Cameron Papetti's second home run of the ball game would make it 11-7 Worcester. That's how this ball game would finish out here tonight. Tonight's Capital Property Group player of the ball game, no question about it. It's the catcher, Cam Papetti of the Worcester Bravehearts. He was 3 for 4 tonight for Worcester. 2 home runs for himself. 3 runs scored, 4 runs batted in. He's now hitting .429 on the summer. He's a special player that Worcester has. He will be a big part of their success the rest of the summer. The loss here tonight is suffered by Cooper Maher. He went an inning in a third. He allowed 2 earned runs. That crossed the plate in the bottom of the fifth. The win tonight, it was electric stuff from Aiden Cardoza. Cardoza went 3 2/3 of an inning. He allowed just 1 hit from the Norwich offense. He struck out 6. He walked just 1 batter. So the Bravehearts collect win number 16 of the summer. They improve to 16-8. Norwich drops game number 14 of the summer. They're now 9-14. Tough loss here tonight for the Unicorns. Back to work tomorrow night at Dodd Stadium. Thirsty Thursday with beer specials as always on Narragansett. Also Irish night at the ballpark. The Unicorns will send Luke Cardman to the rubber tomorrow. Norwich looking to spot their first win of the week here as we're into the final week of June. It's a big ball game for Norwich to right the ship. They're looking for win number 10 of the summer. It's the Unicorns and the New Britain Bees, a huge game. It's the battle of the Nutmeg State. It's a team Norwich is looking directly up at in the Futures League standings. First pitch tomorrow scheduled for 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. The pregame show kicks off at 6:10 local time. It's the Unicorns and the New Britain Bees tomorrow night at Dodd Stadium. It's the first of a 2-game homestand. 11 runs tonight for the Bravehearts on 15 hits. They made 2 errors. 7 runs on 10 hits for Norwich. They made 1 error here tonight. Total time of the game, 2 hours, 52 minutes. Once again, the winning pitcher, Aiden Cardoza, and the loss to Cooper Maher. Norwich looking to find some answers tomorrow night. They're back at home. We hope to see you there. Get your tickets now at GoSeaUnicorns.com. On behalf of everyone with the Norwich Unicorns, SNSN Sports, I'm Adam Plager saying so long and good night from Fitton Field.